want you to picture a small rock. And I want you to see this rock, and I want you to know that it's blue. A very icy blue, a very light blue. Color of the sky, not the color of the ocean. Now hold it in your hand. Can you imagine what one rock could do? Now I want you to zoom out a bit. You're not in a cave anymore. You were before, but now you're in the sky. You see a large, endless plain of white, powdery snow. Nothing's been the same since the Great Winter. You remember a city of hope, or at least so it seemed. A city where you didn't have to think of survival, you could think of possibility. And I want you to zoom in. Go through the ground, go through the ice. A solid, packed, dense, inescapable ice. And then break through it. You hear a creaking in the distance, an old rusty creaking. You wander through a maze of pipes. It used to be an incredible machine, powered by steam, run by punks. You get closer to the creaking. It sounds like a sign waving back and forth, and it is a sign you can see now. It says, "Welcome." You can't read out the name. But of course, we'll forget the sign for now. We'll keep walking through a doorway. A locked one, of course. We can walk through it. We can just phase on through, because we're not real. But the people in here can't. The people in here are stuck. Do they know that they're stuck? Do they care that they're stuck? Do they just wander around their daily lives after agreeing that it's not worth it to bring another soul to this dreadful place? Is there anyone that has ever thought of leaving? Oh, but they couldn't, could they? Not even if they tried. There's people in the world that wouldn't stop, of course. There's people in the world that would try anyways. Some might call them stupid. Some might call them irrational even. Some might call them stubborn, if you will. But here in the City of Gears, there don't seem to be any of those people. Or at least, there's very, very few. Let's keep walking. You know, it's a pretty large area for, the only 50 or so people that are here. But as we keep walking, we see a room. It would resemble a cafeteria. I'm sure it used to be at one point. Seems like the people here have started using it to eat anyways, so we'll call it a cafeteria, why not? But in the corner, there's a group of 4 people. 4 stubborn little people that just won't quit, will they? They just won't give up when everyone else has. Why? I don't know. But I sure hope that they don't. But for now, welcome to the City of Gears. Hello, and welcome to the City of Gears. As you enter this room, you see it's dimly lit with a dim blue light, with several tables, some groups sitting around each table, and we're going to zoom in on this one table in the corner. It's a bit warmer in this spot for some reason, but we see 4 figures around this table. And now's the time for them to describe themselves. So go ahead, describe your characters. Guys.
Sean was muted.
Hello.
I am Snekta. I'm a small kobold barbarian, or kobold paladin. Uh, I have armor that seems to be too large for me, probably because it was scavenged more than made for me. I have a long sword, which is more of a short sword for everyone else, but for me, it's a long sword. Uh, I have it in a scabbard that very loosely hangs off of me. Everything seeming not the right size.
Aegis is a tall, mechanical-looking humanoid. Much of him is covered in green pieces of a thin metal that seem to be integrated into his brown, almost wood-looking underskin. And on his left hand, you can see a diamond-shaped green gem just embedded into his palm. Seems to have a light glow to him. Glow to it.
Oh, Karan is
Rowan is a. Oh my god. Okay, that's how it's going.
Okaran is a semi-tall, let's say, brass dragon in humanoid shape. As you peer into him, he'll peer back with his silver, almost radiant eyes. He wields his staff with mystical power.
Rowan is a pretty tall and slender human. Even though he's 6'3", he doesn't have much weight on him. He wears a long chef's apron. He wears a long chef apron, and just pretty comfortable sweatpants on his bottoms. He has blonde hair that almost is long enough to make it into a ponytail, and with his blue-green eyes, he will stare you down with his slingshot that he has on his hip, as well as his sickle for cutting any vegetables or meats that he might need to.
Alright. As your four characters seem to finish conversing, seems they've made a plan to change the minds of the people around them. See, the people here in the city of Gears have grown docile. They've grown apathetic. But not you four. You four are here to change that. And so as you begin to rise, you walk toward the front of the room, toward a stage-like structure, and you step up on it, confident looking, ready to change people's minds. And a strange-looking cat also seems to jump up on the stage with you. It's a black cat with yellow eyes. Pretty shadowy. It's all you can really seem to make out from it. But it sits behind you patiently. And I would like you all to roll performance checks.
14.
I rolled a nat 20.
That's not a nat 20. That's a non-natural 20.
That is a non-nat 20.
I had a 7.
Oh.
I got a 14.
Alright, so Harrison with the highest roll, I would like you to give a speech to the citizens of the city of Gears on why they should make a change.
Hello, my citizens. I'm sure you all know why we've come here today. As you know, our living situation has become quite dire. I believe we are in need of a change. We four have put up some many plans for us to start making strides and getting away from this terrible past we have been going through. And I believe Aegis has some words to say as well. He has a nice plan going ahead.
Yes, I, um, yeah.
Is there anything else you would like to say?
I apologize for my friend. He gets quite performance anxiety, so I trust you all, though. We'll listen to what we have to say later on.
So, with that impressive role and wonderful speech, you begin to incite a feeling of rebellion among the people of the cafeteria, and you start to hear shouting, you start to hear yelling, and as the noise begins to grow, as the room gets louder and the energy begins to blossom, you hear an alarm go off. And you hear through a voice, through some speakers system that you've almost never heard before, you hear, seems to be an older man's voice. He says, no, and he sounds in pain. He says, no, please, none of this. We must live peacefully. The harder we try, the harder we try, the harder it'll be for all of us. And as he says that, 4 armed guards break into the room, looking quite sturdy, quite formidable. And as these 4 armed guards enter the room, I would like everyone to roll initiative.
Hmm.
10.
Well,
13.
I rolled a 13 as well.
10, 12, and 13. I'm going to write this down on my paper because I do not know how to use this software. 10, 12. Wait, so who rolled 10?
Me.
Sorry, you said sci-fi rolled 10?
Me.
Okay, alright. And then, can everyone give me their rolls again?
12.
13.
13.
Okay, Harrison and Jonathan, what are your dexes?
0 plus 0.
Get it up. My dex is +4.
Okay, yeah, you're going first. Alright, so initiative will be...
Wait, that's my saving throw. I'm +2. But
and
yeah.
you're still going first. You just has +0.
Yeah.
So we've got Roman. Alright. Let me roll for the guards here. Give me just 1 second, everybody. Okay. So, with the initiative, Jonathan, how do I set up the initiative in this program? This will be helpful for you guys.
There's an option towards the bottom.
Towards the bottom
It's
of...
like I think it's like the second to last one.
Is it in the settings?
Of your like on the left, your like toolbar to the left.
Okay. Second to last one? That's the
Think
dice roller.
It's either that or maybe the third. It's somewhere towards the bottom.
Got
Yeah.
it. Where is it? Oh god. Guys, I'm...
You don't have any tokens. on
Please
this
hold.
page.
Please hold. How do I add tokens?
So you
Should
see
be able
all the
to.
occurrence on the screen?
Hmm?
Yeah. Oh, I'll get rid of most of them for you.
You see,
I see.
this? That's a token. You can
Okay.
right click and add code. Should be at the top.
Got it. Oh, that's 2 Aegises. We don't want Aegises, my bad. Alright, cool. This is taking longer than expected, but thank you for your patience. Oh, we don't have Rufus yet.
Forgot to describe him.
You'll describe him when we meet him.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna enter everybody's things. Alright, and then we have... I need to add... Oh my goodness. Alright, here we go. How do I add a token, Jonathan, from the compendium?
You'll go. I can see it. There's an option specifically for. It's not like technically from the compendium.
Okay. Oh, marketplace.
There's like a.
Okay, yeah, free assets. Got it.
Yeah.
Thank you. Let me just add 4
We're
of
trying to
these.
find one for Rufus. There. I did add one.
Okay,
It's
so
for our enemies.
Oh.
yeah, we don't need Rufus yet. Okay, and these rolled.
Rufus is dead to me.
I get to be the enemy in this campaign. So.
All right.
Harrison
Go
needs a
ahead and move
villain
this.
on campaign.
Harrison needs to be the DM. Okay, so going first will be going first will be one of the guards. And seeing as Harrison was the leader of the speech here, he'll be attempting to attack Harrison. Let's see. Using... Okay, this guard is going to approach you.
Take me alive.
This guard is going to approach you. Harrison, he is entering your combat range. Would you like to take an opportunity attack?
Do I see hostile intent in them?
Yes. Very much so.
I would like to take my opportunity attack to try and slice him with my sickle I have at my side.
13. That hits. Roll, and how much damage is that?
Hold on.
Yeah, I've noticed this version of Roll20 ain't rolling damage.
I'll just roll damage.
Or
I did
one damage. Let's go.
it rolls damage sometimes.
Okay. So he's at... Okay. Sorry for the...
Oh,
wait,
it's plus
everybody.
my strength. So, never mind. Yeah, 1 damage.
Yes, I have
Amazing.
+0 strength.
Plus 0 strength. All right. Next up in the turn order will be Rowan.
That is literally me.
That
Oh,
is literally you.
Yes.
God, I didn't go. You think you can get away with only doing 1 damage to me? Wait.
Oh, he didn't even attack you. Hold on.
Never
Hold
mind.
on. I forgot to actually attack. Please hold. He's going to attempt to hit... My bad. First time. He's going to attempt to hit you with a melee weapon attack. Here we go. Does a 6 hit?
No.
Alright, he whiffs completely. Embarrassingly. Alright, now you get to hit him.
You are an embarrassment to your family. I roll a 21.
No, you actually did. Okay.
I
Damage.
did 1 damage again.
Amazing. Next up in the turn order. I don't remember whose token this is, but I believe that is Aegis. No, it's not.
Yes.
Yeah, it is Aegis. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna cast Chromatic Orb on the closest one to me.
All right. What is that? Thank you for that. Appreciate it.
Well,
Was it Is it a roll to hit?
I believe so.
And you said you rolled 12?
Oh, I said, well, that's a 7.
That does not hit.
There goes that diamond. Rip.
I don't
Is that all
think
you
it's
can do?
consumed.
No, it doesn't consume it.
Yeah, it doesn't consume. Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. Next up in the turn order, we have Snekta.
I will pull my sword out and rush at the person in front of Rowan.
Alright.
So this allows me, as a kobold, to use pack tactics.
Okay.
So I get advantage to hit. Uh, 18 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah. And then with my dueling ability from being a paladin, because I'm using it one-handed, I get +2 damage. So that's
Okay.
6 damage.
Good stuff. He is looking not great. He's looking definitely for the worse. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Alright, so the guard behind him will now be going after Snekta as he's attacked his friend, and will attempt to hit you with a ranged attack. Does a natural 20 hit? Yes, it does.
Darn.
Alright, so he's gonna do double damage here. That's 10 damage. 10 magic. Yeah, 10 damage. Force damage. That's the end of his turn. And he ends his turn slightly behind the other one. Next up in the turn order would be Akaran.
So we have some opposition, do we? Let's see how Zakin handles themselves. He raises his staff in the air, swings it above his head, and uses magic missile at first level
Alright,
on the guard in front of Rowan.
got it. That hits for sure, so how much damage?
Let's see. 4 damage. Extra 2 and 8 damage total.
Alright, so as you shoot this magic missile, it seems to zoom through the air, and instead of his body falling to the floor as it hits him, he seems to poof into this blue mist cloud as he dissipates into the air. That guard is defeated. There's 3 left. After that, the next 2 guards will be taking their turns. So, one guard, the first one, is going to go after Snekta, and he's going to enter your melee range, so you may take an opportunity attack.
That is 15.
That hits.
Uh, 4.
Nice. Alright, now he's going to take an axe attack on you. It's actually a steam-looking axe. It's this bronze axe with a nice pipe-looking feel to it. Has a bit of a blue edge, and he will be swinging that at you. Does a 22 hit.
Yes.
All right. That is 5 damage. That is the end of that one's turn. And the other one will be going after... He's going to swing around to the side and take a shot from his staff at Akaran. Akaran does a 10 hit.
No.
Alright, it misses to the side of you, hitting the wall behind you. And that'll take us back to the top of the turn order. And that'll be the... Oh, that guard is gone. That takes us up to Rowan. You're up.
Alright.
The
So
one that was
one,
next.
the one attacking me died, right?
Yeah, he's gone. You've got two in the
There's
How
back
close
and
are
one.
the
at-
other ones?
There's
There's
one
two
right next to.
you.
Well, there's one right next to Rowan, and the other two are sort of in the back, taking pot shots, if you will.
Oh right, I got shot.
Sorry, one next to
So-
Snecta, not Rowan. Sorry, one next to Snecta.
We got Snecta.
How close is the one, or how close together are the ones in the back?
Got a guard.
They're about 5 feet apart.
And then a guard. Oh. I guess I'm probably.
I didn't mean to. Alright, I guess I'm doing produce flame. I didn't mean to click that.
It's okay. You don't actually have to do that. What
I'm
would you like
trying
to
to.
do?
I'm trying to read the description of it.
It's just like a torch.
Yeah, you just gotta
Yeah.
make a fire. You can get creative with it if you want, though.
Okay. I guess I'm not gonna use that. So I'm gonna walk up to the guard attacking Snecta, and I'm gonna try and
Since
attempt to use my
since
sickle
he's
on him.
distracted, he will not take an opportunity attack on you because he's distracted with Snecta. So go ahead and swing.
A 21.
Woo! That
And it
hits. Roll
does-
damage.
2 damage.
Nice. Alright, he is looking not great, but he'll hang in there for a bit longer. That takes us to Aegis.
Right? We're going to try and chromatic orb again.
Alright. On which one?
One by Smecta.
Alright,
It's a 19.
that hits. Oh my god!
23 damage.
23 damage. All right. This orb just completely obliterates through him. It at this ridiculous speed, it smashes through his body, and he again dissolves into this blue mist. That one is out too. You've got 2 left in the back with staffs that are taking pot shots at you, and after that, it will be Snecta's turn.
I will level my sword at the other two and then charge at them, screaming, "You dare trifle with the mighty Snecta!" And then I will just assault them.
Sounds good. They're terrified by you. They do not take an opportunity attack. Which one are you going after? Does it matter to you? Left or right?
Does not. The one that shot me.
Okay, left.
That's a 17
That hits.
and 9 damage.
9 damage. He takes a heavy blow. He is looking very bad. Like he's barely. Nah, he's looking very bad, but he'll take another swing at you if he can. Is that the end of your turn?
And yes.
All right.
Wait, no.
wait.
I will, for a
Oh.
bonus action, cast Shield of Faith on myself, giving me +2 to my AC.
Awesome. Sounds good. After that is the one of the other guards, the guard that you did not attack, the one on the right, and he's seeing that you rushed at his friend, is going to take a shot at you. Does a 11 hit.
No.
All right, it misses, hitting the wall to the side. That ends his turn, and next up we have Akaran.
What do you say? Like the little diagram that I drew here, sort of like matches what's going on.
Is it on the map?
Yeah.
I cannot tell what is going on this map. Honestly, I just put a
Red is
bunch
me.
of random
The
tokens.
2 guys are there. It's
Yeah.
the colors matching what's underneath our
Oh,
people.
yeah, that's about right.
All right. I suppose I shall leisurely walk up to the guard that just tried to attack Snecta.
If you're leisurely walking up, he's going to take an opportunity at... well, no, he just attacked Snecta, so you'll get in there. You get in there.
And then I ask him, would you like to feel the heat?
Feel the what? He's like focused on the second time he hears this. He goes, feel the what? And then you attack him.
I cast Burning Hands at level 1. He has to make a dex save of 10.
Alright. What are their saves? I see. Alright. He fails. And how much damage is that?
It's 3d6. 3, 5. That is 8 damage.
Alright. So as you
then-
cast this, well,
He explodes.
And then
Is there
anything
more?
flammable on him ignites. 3 flames.
okay, so as you cast this, he turns his eyes toward you and as he sees the fire produce from your hands, he seems terrified. And this flame seems to engulf him, dealing much more damage than you would have expected. And he incinerates in one hit. That one is out. The only one left is the one that was not attacking Snekta. You have one left in the back.
And is about to attack me.
Actually, he is the one that rolled an 11. So, you're Jay chillin' for a while. It is Rowan's turn.
Aha.
What? Wait.
How far away am I to the last guard?
You could reach him in one turn very easily. Like 10, 15 feet.
I'm gonna walk about 5 feet, and then once I have a clear sight of him, I'm going to take out my hand and produce a ball of flame. And I'm gonna attempt to throw it at him.
Alright, make a dexterity check. Oh, whew. Make it. You roll. So when you roll for produce
Yeah.
flame, is that actual? How does that work?
So the 7 is if it hits.
Flickering
Thing.
flame appears in your hand. The flame remains there for the duration, harms neither you nor your equipment. You can also make an attack with the flame.
You can make an attack
Although
with flame.
doing
Okay.
so ends the spell. When you cast a spell, or as an action, you can hurl
Okay.
the flame at a creature within 30 feet of you.
So
No,
go ahead and
Ranged auto attack.
Yeah, make a dex save.
make a dex check, not a save.
Chromatic orb.
Sorry.
All right, so you throw it, and it hits him directly. Actually, seems like these fire attacks seem to do quite a bit of damage. How much damage would that actually do? I'm giving you
It
advantage
would
on that roll, by the way.
It'd be 1d8.
D8, which will
Yeah,
be.
go ahead and roll damage.
I did 7 damage.
Woo! All right, he takes a severe hit from
You
that.
want what your friends had?
And he now has... I'm not going to tell you how much health he has, but he's looking pretty hurt. He's not happy. Not having a good time. Next up is Aegis.
Right. We're gonna hurl a fire chromatic orb at him.
But you can
And
make
I'm
it
going
fiery.
to do that, but I'm... Yes, I can.
It's like poison, light. Yeah, you can.
I get to choose
Jesus.
acid, cold, fire,
Oh.
lightning, poison, or thunder.
Oh, God.
First, I'm gonna roll for my dyslexia, because I forgot to do that last 2 times.
Oh, yeah.
I am not dyslexic.
Amazing. So you don't, if you fail the dyslexic check, you have to roll on the wild magic surge, or you have to roll 4 wild magic
On a-
surge, right? Like roll just a d20, or is it if
It's
you
just
fail
a
that you have
a
to roll
nat 1 is wild magic surge. For dyslexic, I thought we were doing random spell.
up to? Okay, got it. So if it's 2 to 5, it's random spell. If it's 1, it's wild magic surge. Correct?
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, but you succeeded. So go ahead and cast.
Does a 22 hit?
Yeah. Yes, it does.
I base damage 3. He's probably dead.
Incredible.
Yeah, he just it explodes with 18 damage. He the ball of fire approaches him as he looks horrified, and as the fire engulfs him, he poofs into this blue mist once more. All 4 guards are defeated. Congratulations, you are feeling amazing. You're feeling like you could do anything. And after that last guard is defeated, you hear the sirens come on again, and you hear over the announcement, over those speakers, you hear, all right, that's enough, please, you're gonna have to stop this, please. And as you hear this pain voice come through the speaker, you see, how many did I write down here? Right, 12 guards, heavy-looking guards, almost undefeatable-looking guards, approach from the other side of the room. Now, as you see this, you see that black cat from earlier, from the stage, kind of dart between your legs, and behind you, out one of 2 doors. There's 2 doors there, he goes out the right. And as the mayor comes back on the speakers, you hear in a pained voice, run. What would you like to do?
Would I be able to cast color spray at the guards?
Let me see what color spray is. I would like to remind you how many guards there are.
A dazzling array of flashing colored light springs from
Possibly at 2nd level.
Oh my gosh. You can cast it. You can do that. That is your choice.
Alright.
Don't know.
I'm gonna cast color spray at 2nd level, guards. Let me check for dyslexia first.
Wild magic turns himself into a pilot.
What did you roll?
I rolled a 2.
Alright, okay, so random, is that one of your spells or random one of your spells?
I just have a random spell list.
Okay. I'll trust you on that. Send it to me after this session, but go ahead and roll for that.
Okay. Let's see what we cast. Cast Bane.
Cast what now?
Bane.
What does that do?
Up to 3 creatures of your choice that you can see within range must make a charisma saving throw. Whenever a target that fails the saving throw makes an attack roller saving throw before the spell ends, the target must roll d4 and subtract the number rolled from the attack roller saving throw.
Let me pull that up myself. Are you, by the way, I would like to be specific, there are 8 heavy-looking guards and 4 wizard-looking guards. Just FYI. You said that it's titled Bane?
Yeah.
Got it. So that's what, are you, what 3 guards would you like to target?
I'll target 3. I'll target 2 of the wizard and 1 of the heavy guards.
Okay, what's the save?
Saving throw. It is
Charisma.
13.
Okay, 1 fails. 1 of the wizards fails. Oh god. 2 of the wizards fail.
Oh, this is at 2nd level, so I'm gonna cast. I'm doing it at 2 heavy guards and 2 wizards.
Okay, 1 more then. Okay, 1 heavy succeeds, 1 heavy fails, both wizards fail, and 1 of the wizards seems to fail extraordinarily badly. So how does this work? Whenever a target that fails a saving throw makes an attack roll. Okay, we're not going to enter initiative yet, but I would like to note that the cat behind you is meowing extraordinarily loudly.
Meow.
It is meowing. Would anyone else like to do anything? Everyone has, the other 3 of you have 1 action before I'm going to make you roll initiative.
Aegis, good job distracting them. I believe it's best we should leave for now.
I guess. I don't know how I cast that. I don't even know what spell I cast.
It seems to do a lot of damage, so good job.
None of them look like they took damage.
They just look tired.
I'm a cook. I don't know what
They
I'm
look
talking
barely
about.
affected.
I suppose this cart is supposed to be leading us somewhere.
Alright, what will you guys do?
Shall we follow it?
I say we follow it.
Alright.
Let us
Fine.
make way then.
He's seeming awfully rowdy.
Everyone make an athletics check.
I think this is the chase scene.
9.
Shut up.
19.
15.
Oh, what?
Athletics check.
Got it. $14.
Okay. Sci-Fi, you rolled a 9, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you all sprint for the door. All of you make it to the door, but Sci-Fi is Akaran is just outside of the door. He did not quite make it in. And ahead of you, you can see that the path splits into a left and a right. The guards are sprinting up, catching up behind you. They'll be able to attack you very quickly. Which path would you guys like to take?
Which path does the cat take?
The cat is going to go left.
Then we go left.
We
All
go
right,
left.
Everyone make another athletics check.
Oh no, that is a 4.
9.
Athletics check.
Athletics check.
15.
Okay. All of you seem to be about at the same area. You've taken the left, but you see that it turns another corner, and you've lost sight of the cat. You're gonna have to turn the corner here at the right, but behind you, you hear a whizzing sound, and as you hear a bit of a blast of energy start pushing towards your way from behind you, and I need all of you to roll con saves.
Okie dokie.
22.
Nat 1.
Sci-Fi, what'd you
11.
roll? Sci-Fi, what'd you roll? Sorry.
14.
Okay. This blast of blue energy seems to wave over Aegis and Akaran, but Rowan. Well, we'll go with we'll do Snecta first. Snecta, you are hit by this icy blast. You take 2 points of cold damage, and Rowan, you feel an awful chill come down your spine, almost like you're having frostbite. You take 10 points of cold damage.
Holy cow.
Next up, everyone make dexterity checks.
Am I able to make a?
You can at any time you can take actions.
Could I produce flame to warm me up?
Yeah, you can try that. Go ahead and roll for that.
I'm gonna do that.
Wait for the dex throws.
I rolled a 7, but dex throw.
The 7
dex
with
saving throw.
Yes, actually we'll do dex save throws. But with a 7, you seem to warm up just a little bit, and you gain one health point back.
Yes.
But you're gonna have
That's
disadvantage on your
3.
You're gonna have disadvantage on your
Okay.
dex save because you had to take some time to do that. But it's still enough. So you turn the corner. Jonathan, you got a what now?
A 3.
Okay. Snecta
got a
and
nat
Akaran.
20.
Dyslexic and got a 20.
Nat 20.
I got an 8.
Okay. Snecta, you start sprinting around this corner. You grab Aegis by his hand and pull him around with you. You're fine. Akaran, you seem to be lagging behind. About half of you is still in this window. And Rowan, you make it around the corner also. You've lost track of the cat at this point. And I'm going to need Akaran to make a con save with advantage.
So, first one was a 22, and the second one was a 17.
Okay, you're fine. This blast of cold energy waves right over you. Everyone, you see a long hallway ahead of you. At the end, it splits to left and right, but before that, there is a path that goes to the left. You've lost sight of the cat at this point. I need everyone to make history checks.
Yup.
9.
Nat Nat 20,
19.
which is a
Hmm.
19.
Okay, so everyone rolled low except for Harrison, who rolled a nat 20, is what I'm hearing. Okay.
I rolled a 19.
Oh, you rolled a 19. I thought you said 9. Okay. Snekta, first, you remember these hallways a little bit. This is the path you'd take to come to your meals every day, so you know that straight ahead is probably the best. You want to keep going straight as much as you can. But Rowan, you remember the exact path and will be able to lead them exactly where they need to go in order to lose these people. So, Rowan, what would you like to do with that information?
Everyone, I know exactly where we are. If we just follow me and I can take us through this maze.
Are you guys going to follow him?
Are we able to see the guards behind us?
You don't see it. Well, you see like an axe, like half of an axe, peeking around the corner right now.
How thin is this corridor?
It's about 8 feet. So only like 2 of you can fit across. Maybe 3 if you squeeze. It's about 8 feet. It's not, and then you could all fit. It's fine.
Well, with these
It's
big
not
guys
that
in armor,
narrow.
is it like there's 2 of them side by side, or is like only one fit?
Only one would fit.
Okay.
Are the floors flammable?
Not really. No.
Hmm.
Also, I would like to say there are more than guards after you right now.
No, I know. So I'm gonna. So we can see like the front one, right?
You can see the axe of the front one, but you also know that there's different paths around that they could be taking. You felt a blast come from behind you when you turned left. And Snekta and Rowan both know you need to be going straight. Rowan knows the exact pathway if you follow him. Is there anything you guys would like to do before following Rowan?
I would like. No, they're probably too far away. Never mind.
Aegis, were you going to say something?
Nah.
Alright, Rowan takes the lead. Everyone make athletics checks with advantage.
18.
6.
11.
21.
Okay, Rowan and Snekta sprint off, taking straight down the corridor and turning left around a corner. But Akaran and Aegis, you kind of lose them for a second, as they're around the corner and you are not. And I need both of you to make wisdom saving throws.
That's a nat 1.
Is an unnatural 20.
Okay, Aegis, you feel a sort of almost a shard of ice. Feel like it's popping up into your skin, but you are unaffected. You are totally fine. Unfortunately, you hear sort of an behind you as Akaran takes. Oh, you got lucky. 4 points of cold damage. All right.
Interesting.
Everyone make athletics checks again with advantage. Also, I'd like to note that the guards, you can see 3 of them in the hallway behind you now.
16.
14.
Aegis? You're Aegis?
14.
Okay, all of you make it around the left corner. You're able to group up again, and you make another right. And you continue down the pathway. You see a left and a right. You are decently ahead of the guards now, actually. Enough that you're not going to have to take an attack this time. All of you make dex saves. Sorry, give me 1 second. What's up?
Nat 20.
Okay, you're good.
That is 16. Ooh.
3.
Nat 20.
Harrison, what'd
Do
you
we
get?
have advantage?
Yes, you do have. I'll give you advantage. All of you get
Oh.
advantage.
Nat 20.
19 then.
Incredible.
Yeah. With Rowan leading the way, you guys are doing very well at this point. You all are able to kind of twist around the corner very agilely. Agilely? What the? And then you make another left, continuing straight down a corridor. You are now going down a very long corridor, and you know that you are almost there. You went. Follow the left wall. No, you went right and then left.
Okay. It's about to say, we're just going in a circle. Are we going to see the
As my old ancestor says, follow the left wall.
But you see a very long corridor, and you know you're almost there. Everyone make athletics checks with advantage.
20 unnatural.
Nat 20.
11.
Okay, all of you make it down the hallway and around that corner just in time, except for Rowan. Rowan, you are feeling the familiar cold start to beam down the hallway. I need you to make a con save without advantage. That looks like a natural 1 on roll 20.
No. Seriously.
As you feel this cold creep up behind you, you take...
It's a 15.
Oh god. You take 16 points of cold damage.
Oh my gosh.
How much health
are
do
you
you have right
Are
now?
you still up, Harrison?
I'm still up.
Okay, alright.
How low are you?
I cannot tell. I cannot neither confirm nor deny.
Everyone make one
number.
more athletics check with advantage.
8.
9. Go on without me, everyone.
16.
Okay, it's fine. No one rolled low enough that because you're almost there at this point. So you break around. You take a right and then a left.
10.
It's fine. That's fine. That's good enough.
Roll the
You make a-
37, dude.
You make a right and then a left, and you find yourself in a very small room. Rowan, knowing that the next room leads you into a very large area, you feel a cold energy wafting, coming from under the door. Wafting. Thank you. A very cold energy wafting from under the door. But you know you've lost the people behind you at this point. So you now have an opportunity to breathe, and you have an opportunity to heal if you'd like. So what would you guys like to do?
Anyone need healing?
What's the room look like?
It's a small circular room. This whole city is the city of gears, and so it's like a steampunk machine. It's very circular. It's like a dome actually. It's dome shaped. Lots of pipes, miscellaneous pipes in it. Pretty almost like an old storage room.
I need healing.
How low are you?
I have 3 hit points.
Out of?
28.
Oh god.
Do we want to take a... Are we able to take a long rest?
No, I can heal
Could,
him
but you
pretty
would
much
be
all the
risky.
way.
Yeah, it would be risky.
I'll use Lay on Hands to give you 15 HP.
Very good.
Thank you.
Is there anything else you guys would like to do before entering the next room?
Can I run an investigation on the room to look for any kind of food?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead and roll.
Nat 20.
All right, you look around this old storage room and you actually smell from a corner of the room. Very nice
smell,
fresh
Harrison.
smell. And you walk over to a pile of storage containers, opening 1 or 2 of them and seeing various types of food like fruits and bread, and you realize this was definitely this part of the storage room for the cafeteria that you were just at. You're not supposed to be here. You know that for sure. You're not supposed to be here, but you have found quite a bit of food.
I would like to insert as much of it as I can into my my explorer's pack.
Well, how does that explorer's pack work?
I have no clue.
Into my
As in
inventory.
just like your
I would
default
like
pack.
to-
Okay, you can take
Yeah.
go ahead and write down 3 loaves of bread, 4 pieces of fruit, and 2 potatoes. You get 2 potatoes, specifically potatoes. Taters. You're not really sure actually how they've
Taters.
you're not really sure how they've been preserved here. That actually strikes you odd. Go ahead and roll a history check.
I
That
wonder
why.
how this food is still so preserved. I rolled a
You are
3.
clueless. You have no idea how this food is still preserved.
It cold.
Confused
That why it's
since-
good.
Food is still food.
You
This is
take
good
the
enough for
food.
me.
Yeah. But you are still very confused as to how, after being trapped down here for years, with all of your memories being in this small maze of pipes, how this food is even here, and how it survived so long. But you quickly leave the question up to whatever it might be. And is there anything you guys would like to do before entering the next room?
No.
I'm good.
Well, with all the food I just got, could I inspect it to make sure it to see if it is poisoned or not?
Yeah, hold on. Let me see.
Using my gourmand skill
Oh, you have that.
as
yeah.
an action, I can inspect a drink or plate of food within 5 feet of me.
Yeah, you
and
inspect
determine
it.
if it's poisoned.
None of it is poisoned.
Per se.
But none of it is poisoned per se. But make an Arcana check with advantage. Okay.
17.
You get a
17.
weird sense from it. If there was a sedative in magic, it would be in this food. You get a weird sedative sense from it, if you will.
I'll hold on to this food for now, everyone, but I don't know if we should eat it. I'm getting a bad feeling with it.
For now, you
Not that I have
guys.
to worry too much about it.
Yeah, you don't have to eat. You guys can. You could take a short rest. Currently waiting for Sophia to get back because she's for the next part. Actually, I'll be real with you. So we could take an intermission for now. Would you guys like to do anything
that
else
at
before
at?
we take an intermission?
What's our surroundings like?
Oh, well, you're still in that circular dome room. There's a lot of boxes and just seems like a storage room. But there's one door that has cold air. This blue cold air like kind of puffing from under it.
Is that the door we just came from, or the door we're going
The
to
door
enter?
you're going to enter.
Sean, or Sean, what's your character's name?
Nectar.
Snekta.
Snekda.
Yeah.
Are you able to heal me at all?
I was
Oh,
about
I
to
wanna
heal
be good.
myself as I took like 15 damage in that fight.
Okay. Is there any way I could prepare some food? Did I have any food on hand when I was already at the table?
Yeah, you could. Oh well.
Did I already have food on me?
Roll a dex check. Roll a dex check. Yeah, that works.
15?
As before you went up for the speech, you just took your whole plate of food with you, and you were just holding it during the speech, just munching. That's what inspired people
Well,
the most. Actually, was the food. So yeah, you've got a you get some
using
some
my skills
carrots and whatnot. But go ahead. Sorry.
using my skills as a gourmand, would I be able to try and combine my current food with some of my potatoes to make a meal that is I'm able to eat?
Yeah, roll survival.
Pen. Oh.
You can make a pretty sad looking meal. It's not your best work. You've done much better, but with what you have, taking up one potato, one loaf of bread, and the food you had from the leftovers you had, you make a meal.
Alright, well, I would like to eat my meal, and normally, when I eat meals, or when I prepare meals with my gourmand skill, it's during a long rest. But it gives me anyone who eats it, 2 additional hit dice. would I be able to use a hit, like a singular hit dice to heal? Is that a thing?
Not the way this is set, but I like the way you're thinking. So
I like your moxie, kid.
just roll another survival check, and we'll see. We'll see if you gain any health.
Your meal's just like you stuck the
Yeah, okay.
potato
21.
You
in
can
the
gain
bread.
1d8 of health.
Oh, 4. I'm at
Nice.
7 health.
Good work.
Mmm. These are
Tasty.
some good potatoes and carrots.
Good work. All right, so we are going to take an intermission chat. The intermission just has some music that may seem familiar, some stuff that you haven't heard yet. So just feel free to be serenaded until Sophia gets back. Intermission number 1, commence. Welcome back, everybody. Party.
Dustin had a lot to write down there.
Shut up.
Going
would you
over
guys
the
like? What
lines.
would you guys like to go through the door?
Sure.
I said
Yes.
Snack da.
What's your marching order, by the way?
Snack da first.
All right. We'll just that's really all that matters. Snecta first. So as you guys enter this door, it pulls towards you. And hold on, I need the music. Give me 1 second. It pulls towards you, and thank you, Chad. Thank you, Sean specifically. It pulls towards you, and this gust of blue cloud seems to blow past your face. It doesn't do anything, but it makes you shiver. And as that clears, you see a massive room. It looks like the center, almost of some sort of machine. There's a giant gear that's hollowed out with one long pole in the middle, and you look down and you see an endless pit. You have no idea how far it goes, but standing before that pit, you see a figure, an older-looking figure, an older lady, but imposing, absolutely imposing. And she looks at you, and as you walk closer, you hear her say,
"Haven't you done enough? What is this going to achieve? In this godforsaken snow globe, at this point, what could you possibly be willing to achieve?"
Are you happy with your current life here?
No one is. That's
Do you
the whole
have any
point.
enjoyment? This is why we are different. I know there's a world where we can go and live our true lives, have enjoyments.
You believe this to be
We're
true.
off to find that.
You truly believe that.
Yes.
Harrison, make a wisdom save.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Wealth.
All right, you feel a little bit shaken by the words, but you're still pretty confident in what you believe. Continue.
You have lived your entire lives here. You have seen the devastation that's befallen our people, and yet you continue, you pursue? For what? Endless generations of suffering? What is left?
Nothing is left here. This is why we have to venture out, make new strides. I know we can do it.
How so?
That's what we're out to discover.
By causing disruption, bringing more fear to the people than they have experienced in decades? What good are you hoping to achieve?
Everyone make a wisdom save. And everyone, after that, roll initiative.
12 on my save.
18.
16.
20
10 on
total
my
on my
save.
initiative.
Alright, so sorry, Aegis, what'd you roll?
16.
Okay, you're fine. Akaran?
12.
Okay. Snekta?
18.
Okay, you're fine also.
Is this with advantage?
Rowan? No. Rowan, what'd you roll? Oh, I see what you rolled.
10.
Okay, so everyone roll initiative.
19.
I rolled
Sometimes
well.
it takes a bit of fear to... 21. Non-nat.
Okay.
I
Harrison,
rolled
I'm gonna
20
roll
total.
roll another one. You're rolling with disadvantage on initiative.
Thirteen.
Okay. Sorry. And then what did Aegis? What did you roll?
12.
And Akaran.
20.
Okay. Roll again. You're rolling with disadvantage also.
17.
All right, you'll get 17 then. And thus begins the battle. Let me roll 4. The woman who calls herself Anne Other. Hey, she rolled a 3.
Another one of my balls.
That sounds familiar.
Maybe
Like
a little bit.
familiar.
Maybe a little bit familiar.
I don't know what's familiar about that at all.
First name Anne, last name Other. All right. Let me put the battle music on, everybody. Hold on. Let's begin.
More.
Snekta, you're up first. Snekta, you're in front. The other 3 are spaced out behind you, and Anne is about 15 feet from the edge where it drops off. I'm going to need you to go first.
How far away from the edge is she?
About 15 feet.
Lady.
How, does she look like she'd be easy to push?
No. No, she doesn't. She's very imposing, very threatening.
Danger.
I will... How long has it been since the fight in the fight before?
About 5 to 10 minutes.
Okay. So my Shield of Faith is still up.
Nice.
That's good. I will... One second. Use my ability, Nature's Wrath. I can use my Channel Divinity to invoke primeval forces to ensnare a foe. As an action, you can cause a spectral vines to spring up and reach for the creature within 10 feet of you. I'll move up to within 10 feet. And then I'm gonna do Strength Throw. And otherwise she is restrained.
Okay. She's gonna roll with advantage because there's not much life down here, so it's going to be hard for you to pull these vines out of the ground.
They are spectral vines.
Well, she failed anyways. Wait, what was the DC?
12.
Yeah, no, she fails very much. What is the effect?
Restrained.
Okay. I forget what restrained means.
Creature. Its speed becomes 0. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage, and the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage. And disadvantage on dex saves.
Got it.
And they can repeat the saving throw at the end of its turn.
Got it. All right, is that all you can do?
Yes.
All right. Next up, we have, I believe that is Akaran, who rolled a 17.
Iter.
If you believe you can stop us, then you must sink again. And I'd like to cast Scorching Ray on her.
All right.
First one's a 2. Okay, that's a nat 20. 18, and the third one's a 9.
Okay, so those are all separate attacks, right?
Yeah, you create 3 rays of fire and hurl them at your target
Right.
within range. You can hurl them at one or several. Make a ranged attack for each ray on hit. Each deals 2d.
Don't forget you have advantage on all of those.
Oh, he does,
Yeah.
because the first 2
He's
hit anyways.
restrained.
So
All right, so nat 20. Yeah, the first 2 would probably hit. The second one was a 7 or an 8.
that would not hit unless you roll with advantage. Did you roll with advantage on that one?
Yes.
Okay.
That's
all
the
right.
7 or
7 or 8. Got it. Okay, so the first 2 hit. Roll damage on the first one, which was the nat 20.
So that's 11 times 2. So 22.
That's your like base damage.
Yes, each raid does 2d6.
11 is the base, times 2 is 22 for the nat 20.
Yep, and then another one. So that's an extra 5 damage.
So how much damage total in the first attack?
27.
Is that before the nat 20 doubling?
No, that is after.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
27 damage.
And
For
then
some reason,
I...
oh my, there's more on the first attack.
I'll do a quicken spell, use up 2 sorcery points, and then I'll cast Scorching Ray again, using up both my second level slots.
Was 27 the first 2 rays?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead.
She's just gonna die.
I'm crying. Oh my
The
god.
first one was a 12.
See you later.
You have
Cat.
advantage on all of these.
Cat.
Yep. Second one was a 16. And the third one was a 19.
So the first
So
one was a
12.
12 with advantage. With advantage.
Yes.
Okay. The second 2 hit. The first one
Okay.
does not.
First ray does... I'll just re-roll that one. The first hit did 10, and the second one did 10, so 20 more damage.
What was that? 47 damage in one turn?
Yes. Yes.
Your
I'm here with my
absolute,
highest damage, 8.
your absolute barrage of flames engulfs her. It doesn't quite engulf her the same way that the other soldiers did. But she looks awful. She looks like she just took one of the hardest hits of her life, which is probably true. That'll end your turn. She does not look good. Who is up next? 13. That would be Rowan, I believe. Oh wait. You, Rowan and Aegis both rolled 13, so Aegis goes first. No, Rowan goes first.
Well,
Sorry, my bad. Rowan goes first.
yeah.
Yeah, Rowan, go ahead.
Go. Compared to what was sci-fi, I got nothing.
You still have advantage to hit.
I guess I'll produce flame again, considering there's already so many flames, and just chuck another one at her. Oh.
What did you
I
roll?
hit with a
hit.
21.
Oh my god.
Well, that's not damage. The
I know.
max damage
No, I
I can
know.
do is 8. And I did 1.
Okay, as a reaction to that, she's still gonna take the damage, but as a reaction, she turns to you. No, she's going to. Yeah, she's gonna turn to you, Rowan. She couldn't react to the first one because it was 50 damage. She reacts to Rowan with
47.
A bolt, and is going to roll to hit.
His disadvantage.
Oh, she does have disadvantage. Oh, okay. Does a 12 hit?
Yes.
Okay.
I tried.
You did try. You did great. You take... Oh, that did not roll right. Okay, you take 14 points of cold damage.
Alright, that insta-killed me.
Okay, Rowan is
I
down.
healed you 15 HP.
No, you gave me
did-
15 HP? When?
Yeah, earlier he did.
Earlier,
yeah.
I told you. That's
Oh,
I did
never
that.
So just give yourself one more than you have now then.
Wait, how much health did I just get hit for?
14. So
14.
just give yourself +1 of whatever you had before that.
Never mind. I have 8 health now.
All right. That is then she takes the 1 damage. Next up is Aegis.
Okay.
Roll for dyslexia, please.
Well, we're going to cast Chromatic Orb
Of course you are.
This man
Roll.
for dyslexia.
Roll.
Oh, that's dyslexia.
What did you roll?
I rolled a 3.
Let's go!
This man dyslexia.
Roll on the
rolled,
table.
cast
Roll on the
Swish.
table.
I cast Animal Friendship.
Yeah, be friends with those animals.
As a reaction,
No
animals.
Ann Other is highly offended that you tried to talk to her like she's an animal and is going to respond with vicious mockery. Make a wisdom save.
That is a 11.
Alright, that fails. 4
Wait,
points of
does she count
psychic
as a
damage.
beast?
No, she doesn't count as a beast. 4 points
How
of
much
psychic
damage is
damage. 4 points of psychic damage, and you have
4,
disadvantage
okay.
on your next attack roll. Oh my gosh.
All right. And then I'm gonna use I'm gonna use Quicken Spell. 2 my sorcery points.
We have
Oh
two
my
And-
sorcerers.
gosh.
Yes. I'm gonna cast Ray of Frost. Go
Okay.
dyslexia. That's a 2. I swear.
Yes!
You're
I
gonna
love
cast
your
some- like,
character so much.
Is this all of the spells, or is this only like ones that you would actually be able
It's
to cast?
it's verbal spells.
I just love seeing your character just try to cast things and then just something random pops and he's like, oh,
Well, but I'm saying, is the table that you're rolling on all spells, or is it just
No,
it's just a list of
the
spells.
table I'm rolling on has it split up between like whatever spell I was intending to cast. So right now I'm rolling it on cantrips.
Got it.
He if he rolls a 1 though, he rolls on the Wild Magic Surge, which could kill all of
Oh,
you
no.
instantly.
Yes.
I mean, it could.
All right, so I got Control Flames.
What does that do?
Find out. It's not in the compendium.
I'll say
Control
so,
flames.
yes. I'm sorry for nuking your person.
Oh, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
That was so
Um,
funny, dude.
okay.
I was
Choose
just
a
like,
non-magical flame you can see
is
in
there a-
range.
Is there a non-magical flame in range?
Mm,
In-
roll,
within
a
I
per-
six
roll a
feet?
perception.
I did ignite.
Roll
I
perception.
did ignite a flame
It's
and
magical
cast
though.
it on her.
That's magical because you
Yeah,
can
magical.
cast it.
Yeah.
Roll perception.
That is a 18.
Nearby to the left, you see a small lantern. But it's about
Okay.
30 feet. It's about 30 feet away.
Yeah, that's not gonna help you at all.
Okay, it's about 30 feet away.
Yep.
Make it brighter, dude.
I'm just gonna... I'm gonna double the area of bright light.
Awesome. You attempt to cast Ray of Frost with this determined look in your eye, staring directly at Anne, and then just like the room just gets a little bit brighter, and you're like, oh. Oh. That brings us to
I'm just gonna
Anne's
say,
turn.
guys, I swear I'm really trying, but I don't know what's going on.
You're gonna get 2 actions. You get to choose 2.
Alright, I'm gonna use slow.
On who?
She do still be bound.
I really just want to bully Harrison.
Okay, Harrison,
What?
make a con save. DC 12.
Do I have advantage?
No.
Yeah.
You don't have advantage because it's being bound does not restrict her from casting this, and so you feel a bit of an icy shell encase you, and it'll take you a turn to break free from it. So your next turn is going to be skipped. What is your second action?
I think the battle might be over by then.
I can't wait to teabag her when she dies.
Ah, man. I'm gonna use Bolt on... I don't know all the character names super well.
By the way, I invented some of these. I invented some of these attacks, so don't look in the compendium. Sci-Fi is Acheron. He's the one who just obliterated you.
Yeah, I don't want him around.
All right,
I'm also
Bolt.
the one that restrained you, though, to be fair.
That's fair. So Snecta is Sean. So you either got Acheron, Snecta, Jonathan is Aegis, who just made the room brighter. So I don't think he's really much of a threat. And then you already
He's a
cast
huge
something
threat.
on Rowan.
I also
So-
insulted you by trying to talk to you as if you were an animal.
Yeah, I wanna take out, well, I can't take him out, but I want to hit Sci-Fi's character.
Okay,
I wanna hit
Acheron. She still has to roll with disadvantage because she's entangled, entrapped, entranced,
E.
whatever it is.
Restrained.
That did not actually roll. Does a 17 hit, Acheron?
Yes.
Dang. Could have hit me and that wouldn't have hit.
True. You take 9 points of cold damage.
I'll take it.
That is the end of her turn. Up next, we have Snecta.
Yeah.
This is probably going to
This
be the end.
is nothing for me.
Okay, I'm gonna run up to her.
Just FYI.
I don't
I'm gonna run up to her, and I'm gonna attack her with my sword using Divine Smite.
Alright, roll to hit.
I have advantage, but I don't need it.
Did you roll a nat 20?
Yes.
Okay, roll damage.
So it's
Incredible.
a D6. I got a 1 plus 1 plus 2, so it's 2 plus.
How do you wanna do this?
3, 4, 5. Wait, I gotta also roll my Divine Smite
You
damage.
just,
It's 2d8.
how do you?
That is 10 more damage.
You can tell me how you do your attack. I'll tell you what happens after your attack. Just flavor your attack. She doesn't actually like die. I'm gonna say that, but
I grab my sword and heft it up, and I run at her, screaming, "Die, you evil witch!" And then I swing down, slicing her.
as the sword comes down, you see this. As it makes contact with the top of her head as she's entangled here, you just see this blue mist just explode from out of her, as if she's just been freed from some sort of entrance. But this blue mist hits all of you. Everyone needs to make a wisdom save with a disadvantage.
And
9.
5?
13.
All of you fail.
Darn,
so
I
it's disadvantage?
19.
Disadvantage, yes. Yeah, all of you fail. You're going to all of you take 14 points of cold damage.
All right, see you later.
All right, I'm down.
I'm out.
You got Harrison.
Let's go.
Okay.
He also got
Sorry,
me.
Harrison.
Okay. Oh, you got Rowan and Akaran. All right. So both Rowan and Akaran kind of fall to the ground, kind of shaking, shivering. Go ahead and make your death saving throws, both of you.
Oh my god, I expended all my healing already.
I succeed on my first one.
Nice.
I fail on my first one.
Understandable.
Are you doing all three of them?
No, I'm gonna medicine check. So
Yeah.
Are,
almost done.
are,
So,
are we doing all of them right now?
No, not yet. Because after this mist explodes, and the two of you are knocked out, Anne begins to stand up again, but looking much different, looking relieved almost, as if the weight of the world has been kind of casted off of her. She's no longer under what seems to be an icy influence. Why is the battle music still playing? Hold on. Woo!
I'm gonna take her
and
out anyway. Push her down the
she-
hole.
With the knowledge of something of a room that you will be interested in, she offers to lead you to that room, and you can go ahead and roll for that if you'd like. You've just been released.
Mm-hmm. So, quick question before I start speaking. I'm very much aware of the entire time that I was under.
Yeah, you were conscious but not in control.
Gotcha. It's been a long time since I've had control of my own mind, my own limb. It's been a long time since I've felt like anything within this town was worth living. I believe I have information you'll be interested in.
let me save my friends first.
Yeah.
You can heal them.
Can't wait to get up and kill her.
It's kind of not the point.
You can heal
I would
them.
like to unconscious myself.
I'm just giving you the ability to do that.
Okay, well then.
Yeah, I got you.
Roll for that.
And approaches both of your characters, lays a hand on each, and you each get 12 points back in your backup. 12 points of HP.
So the death save didn't do anything?
No, you're fine. If you had rolled like a nat 1, I would have made you actually
You
have a
would not.
problem, but
Back at 6 health points.
That's 2 fails.
one fail is fine. Yeah, well, I know it would be 2 fails, but like a nat 1, I would have that apply something. Okay. All right. Would you like to follow Anne to this room that she is trying to lead you to?
What kind of what are we gonna find there?
Some of your belongings were taken before the time you can remember. Some things that you can't quite put your hands on that might bring back some memories.
How far back can we remember?
As far as you remember waking up in the City of Gears. That's all you know.
Okay.
We'll follow you. I'll take you up on the offer. Or I forgot. How the fuck? Yeah. What's my?
You're
dude
free
sound
if
like?
you'd like to go.
Sorry.
It's
Oh,
like,
we sit here.
how are
Okay,
you
okay.
doing today?
Ah,
All right,
yo.
so
Nope.
you follow her down a corridor, and you each you enter this room, and she nods to you, but knowing the implications of what she's just done, nods to you and leaves to go find some sort of refuge or some way to. I mean, Harrison, why is your camera black and white?
Yeah.
He's not. It's just very bright.
Oh,
on
I don't
him.
know why it's
Oh,
super
yeah.
bright. Yeah.
She nods to you and she walks solemnly out of the room, and you lose sight of her, but you're much more captivated by what's in the room. Everyone roll perception checks.
Not 20.
12.
11.
12.
Okay. What Akaran and Rowan, what are your passive perceptions?
13, I think.
11.
Okay, so the order will be Snekta, Rowan, Akaran, and then Aegis. So Snekta, you approach the room and you see something. You're gonna love this. You approach the room and you see something familiar, and as you walk toward the table, You pick up a small item. I'm not going to describe the item yet because I want you to make a history check.
16.
Okay. As you pick up this item, you are slammed with a memory. A memory of long ago. You're back in your nest. Your nest. Your place where you're from. Where you've sworn to defend. You remember your oath to defend your patron. But you remember explosions. You remember hearing fire. You remember hearing the screams of your brothers and sisters, and you remember walking out to fight only to see destruction. But you feel a hand on your shoulder in this memory, and that hand not turns into a face, but you look up toward this tall figure with a captain's hat, and he looks at you with this caring look, and as you look around at this destruction, you feel a feeling of loyalty surge through you, and this is in real time. You feel this feeling of loyalty, and you remember him handing you an object, telling you to come with him, to put a stop to this, and it's a small blaster, a small gun-looking object.
Oh god.
Now you can write this down in your items. It is a magical item attuned with its user. It can fire a massive blast that drains the user for an extra turn, and has 2 charges that regenerate a long rest. However, the roll to attack is +3, and it does 6d6 plus 4 force damage.
Holy cow.
A blunderbuss.
I just
Essentially.
to make sure you know, I did write this in my inventory as holy shit, a gun.
I knew you'd like that. But yeah, that's your item, and I can give you the details as you need. I have it written down here. Next we have Rowan, I believe. Rowan, you approach the same table and you see a small object, and as you touch it, I need you to make a history check.
You got it, boss. Eight. Unless
All right,
I have
you-
advantage.
I mean, 8's fine. It's just gonna be a little bit fuzzier. You can feel like a pull to the past as you grab this object, and you remember you and some other sort of companion with you in this world-renowned restaurant. You were cooking. You were invited there. You remember, and you hear, it's Rufus, your trusty companion, with you, helping you cook up a storm, and you remember this memory fondly until you remember the burning sounds and the yelling and the gunfire and the sounds of propellers, and you feel a hand on your shoulder. You turn around and you see a tall, imposing figure with a captain's hat. He hands you a pot, and he tells you, this pot will do anything for you. You just have to give it the right ingredients. And that's where the memory ends. But as the memory ends, you hear a small whimpering, and you look in the corner and you see a small wolf-like figure. But no, it's not a wolf.
Demon.
It's a mastiff. It's your trusty dog, Rufus. And as you go and chain him, you are now reunited with Rufus, and you have him as your companion. This pot, however, you can write this down. I can give it to you whenever. It has seemingly endless water that reacts to whatever is placed inside. Basically, I decide what effect, but you can get a sense of what an object will do. So I can tell you it'll cause destruction, it'll cause healing, but I won't tell you exactly what it'll do before you put it in the pot. It's basically a randomized just explosion or healing or whatever. But it has to do with whatever you place inside. Thank you, Sean.
Very cool.
Next we have Akaran. Akaran, as you approach the table, you see a small book, a small journal, and as you touch it, I need you to make a history check.
That's a nat 1.
You touch the book and you can feel.
I don't
as
know
if
what this is.
There's supposed to be some
Burns
sort
it.
of.
What the heck is this?
There's supposed to be some sort of attachment to it. You feel so many emotions at once, but you can't grasp them. You'll have to You'll have to have a long rest, and maybe a few of them to attune to whatever this journal is, but you know it's yours, and so you pick it up and you take it. Aegis, you approach the table, and as you grab an object, I need you to make a history check.
Now deaf and dyslexic.
Definitely dyslexic. No, Harrison, why'd you
The
do that to
loud bomb.
This is
Amujis?
a 9.
Okay, that's enough. You grab this object and you remember waking up in a forest, but that's not where you're supposed to be. That's not your home, this forest, but it is now. But you weren't made for this. You remember being made for war. You're a machine of war, but not anymore. You're part of the forest. The forest is part of you. And then you see a hand reaching, because you're laying down on the ground, and you see a hand reaching to help you up, and you see a tall, imposing figure with a captain's hat. He tells you to come with him. You don't have to be what you were made for anymore. And he hands you a staff. A staff to control the chaos from within. This staff stores 1 sorcery point when you have it. It holds 1 level 1 spell slot that you can use accordingly. And it allows you to redirect a wild magic surge anywhere in a 100-foot radius at the cost of half your max health. So if something disastrous happens, you can redirect it, but at the cost of half your max health.
Oh no,
That is what you
he's gonna
get.
kill himself with that.
Now, with everyone's objects reattained and Rufus with the group, I'm going to need to do an intermission because I have to pee really badly. So everyone listen to the intermission music again. What comes next is my favorite part. So everyone hold tight. I tried. I promise I tried. I really did. This was on our shoulders, and we failed. But it's on yours now. All right, welcome back, everybody. After finding all your items, you now have the opportunity to long rest. I'm not even going to make you take watches. Just go ahead and apply the effects of long rest. You are in a room that no one has accessed in years. What?
Actually, never mind.
Wait.
Actually, during the long rest, I cook a meal for everyone with using my new pot, or I attempt
Very
to
cool.
cook a meal.
Oh no.
Do you have to roll for that normally?
So normally during a long rest, I can just prepare and serve a meal that helps everyone recover. Using my cook's utensils, any suitable food I have, and other supplies on hand.
Okay. But
And
you don't
it
have
gives
to roll
everyone
for
2
it.
additional hit dice.
Yeah, I mean, you should.
I don't normally have to roll.
Yeah, you're fine. You have plenty of food on you, and you have lots of stuff. If you want to experiment with the pot, you can.
I
So all
think
of
for
us?
now, I'll just make a meal.
Okay, and you can
A
ask
normal
me
meal for
what
everyone.
you can do is place an object near the pot, and you'll get a somewhat sense of what will happen, just not exactly. So you can experiment with that later,
Okay.
whenever. But everyone gets 2 additional hit dice.
Um,
But go ahead, Johnny.
May I ask if I get 2 additional hit dice? Because I do not eat. I cannot eat.
It's magical food.
Oh, you can't eat?
Can you not physically eat?
No.
No.
You're Warforged,
Okay.
right?
Warforged cannot. Warforged
I'm
cannot
sorry.
eat.
You don't get any hit
Warforged
dice.
are
Right,
broken.
that's fine,
you don't
though.
need it.
I know it's very cringe. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Do you want me to roll history for my journal again?
Does Jonathan have any other holes I can insert the food into?
No.
I don't ever want to hear you say that again.
Then open your holes.
Sci-fi. Go ahead and roll history.
Are you sure he doesn't? Maybe I can still feed him.
An 11.
Okay, so
That's at least one more than one.
you're gonna you have a dream during this rest. You have a dream of you have a dream of waking up in your village, and it's a village in which you're quite popular. Actually, you're known as the smart one, known as the prodigy. But you wake up one morning in this village and you hear fire, and you hear shouting, and you hear gunfire, and you run out in the street to try to help, to try to do anything, but it looks helpless. And you feel that familiar hand on your shoulder, and you turn and you see a man with a captain's hat, who gestures you to come with him, and he offers you a journal. You can't quite remember what this journal does yet, but you know that it depends on the things you write in it. You know that it has something to do with that. But you'll have to, since you rolled a nat 1, you'll have to spend a little bit more time with it to remember. But now you have the memory, and so you know a little bit more about your past now. After the long rest, you see a familiar-looking cat figure, and it's looking at you curiously, kind of meows curiously, and then cautiously walks down
I got it right
a corridor that you didn't see before. And you realize you're somewhat near the mayor's office. And would you like to follow this cat down this corridor?
Yeah.
All right.
I'll follow.
Follow the cat down the corridor, and you find yourself in the back of the mayor's office, which is almost always locked. You've only been in here a couple times. You know, the other few times you've tried to break out because you're sort of the troublemaker kids, if you will. But you see a door that you barely remember, and you see the cat start to claw at it. It appears to be heavy and almost frozen shut. But the cat seems very intent on going through that door. What would you like to do?
Open the door?
Well, you attempt to open the door, but it's some sort of frozen lock, some sort of frozen spell that has just sealed it shut.
I'd like to cast Chromatic Orb, a fiery chromatic orb at it.
All right, roll.
Let's see if I'm dyslexic. I'm not dyslexic today.
Amazing.
I have advantage on hitting it.
Yeah, you have advantage. Go ahead. It's not gonna take much. It's a door.
It is a 17.
Yeah, sure that hits. How much damage?
Twelve.
That'll do it. This orb goes straight for the hinge, right at the middle. Not the hinge, sorry, but the lock right at the middle. This icy sort of spread in it, and it bursts through it, and the door, instead of opening, shatters to a million little pieces, and then poofs into a blue mist. And you see a long corridor that the cat begins to sprint down. Would you like to follow the cat down this corridor?
I'll follow.
Alright, you walk for a few minutes. It's a windy pathway, but you're able to keep up, and eventually you end up in a room similar to that room that you battled Anne in. It's open, a massive, massive dark room, dimly lit with blue light, enshrouded in a light blue mist. But instead of a pole in the middle, there's a maze of fragile-looking pipes all across the pit in the middle. And as you enter this room, you see a shadowy figure, sort of in the middle of the room. And the figure slowly turns around. And as it turns around, you see two white dots on what looks to be a face.
Slenderman.
I need everyone to make a perception check.
It's a Moojus.
Right, I thought this is still Jonathan's dream. Is everyone seeing this?
No, everyone's
Yes.
seeing this.
Yes,
I just skipped the
seeing
song by accident.
13.
That's performance. Hold on, ignore that.
19.
Six.
I've advantage.
It doesn't matter. At least one of you sees.
12.
At least one of you sees. As you look closer, two little shadowy-looking horns on the top of this figure's head, and you see it produce from its back a shadowy-looking ukulele.
Ouch.
And the strings, the shadowy-looking strings, look like they're in perfect condition, but the back is worn. I need everyone to make a wisdom save. DC 15.
Can I attempt to speak with it, assuming it speaks Celestial?
After you make a wisdom save.
14.
It is 17.
15.
20.
Okay, only sci-fi fails. Only Akaran. Akaran, you are frozen in place, and you will see a vision in just a second, but I need to roll damage. Everyone will be taking damage.
What? Even though I rolled a 20?
It's still an attack. Yeah. Was it a nat 20?
You suck.
No, it's not nat 20,
No.
sorry. Sorry, King. I think you all know who this is by now. 7 damage to sci-fi, 3 damage to everyone else. Cold
No, it's
damage.
a goat, so he's not going to be powerful at all.
Yeah, we can probably just kill him. Like I could just kill him in one turn, right?
Mm-hmm.
I
If I
think-
could.
Sci-fi-
If I get one,
how
I
much
know it.
damage?
7 damage to Akaran, 3 damage to everyone else. Akaran, as you're hit by this cold, you start to black out for a second, and you see, while you're frozen in turn, you're gonna miss your first initiative turn, but while you're frozen in this turn, you're going to see a vision. You see a large dwarf with an axe be flung against a wall, and you see tears streaming down the face of a young-looking satyr, and the vision ends. Everyone roll initiative.
I wonder who that could
Oh,
be.
yes.
I
witnessed
hate satyrs.
Satyrs are pretty much the
Satyrs,
worst.
sorry.
21.
Well,
On that.
If it was
I rolled a
you
20.
said it, I was gonna say it.
on that.
Wait, sorry, what did everybody roll?
20 total for me.
Okay.
21 total for me.
12 for me.
20 total for Akaran. Did you say 21 for Rufus? Or sorry, for Rowan? Go ahead and roll for Rufus, by the way.
And Rufus. Rufus
Yeah,
goes during my
Rufus.
turn.
Got it. And Sean, what did you roll?
8.
Woo! Let me go ahead and roll for Goat here. Because you know it's
What?
Goat.
That's goat?
That's Goat? Whoa, big surprise.
Whoa.
What?
Spoiler.
11.
Spoilers.
We haven't figured out his name yet. He didn't say his name.
It's
Does he
very
speak
obvious.
Celestial?
I described it. We'll get there. You could try it on your turn. Hold on.
Whoa.
How about Orin or Draconic?
Since when did Goat learn ice magic?
Oh my gosh, guys, please be patient. We'll
Everyone
get
be
there.
as patient
All right.
as possible.
How does my dude talk again? I need to.
We'll begin with we begin with Rowan, who rolled the highest here. Go ahead and make your turn.
I'm gonna start to. I'm gonna take out my pot, not of weed. My pot. And
Pot of greed?
Pot of Greed. Draw 2
Pot of-
cards. Sorry, go ahead.
And I'm gonna attempt to just like put some arrows next to it and to see what kind of vision I come up with.
You feel a sharp pain in your stomach. You know this will cause damage, and you feel like it'll be somewhat directional.
Arrow storm. It's gonna make an arrow storm.
I'm gonna put one arrow into it. And,
In what direction are you holding the pot?
Pointed at him.
And assumably, I would just like have it in my left hand, just like it's just like in my palm, and I'm just gonna put an arrow. Or is it? How big is it?
It's like it's a small pot. You could fit it in your hand, but it's like it's bigger than
Yeah,
your
I'm
hand. You can hold it.
I'm gonna
though.
just like put it. I'm just gonna put the arrow in, just while it's in my hand like this, just like out ahead of me.
All right, so the arrow. As soon as you put the arrow in, a storm of arrows shoots upward from the pot. A few of them kind of go a little bit toward Goat, but most of them directly into the ceiling. Roll 3d8.
Oh.
Goodbye, Rowan.
15.
Okay, so 4 pieces of pipe fall towards you. Make a dex save.
Oh, no. 20.
Okay, you're
None
successfully able to dodge all of them, but you know now what will happen if you put an arrow in the pot. That's the end of your turn.
And wait.
Oh, can you do
with
more?
My
Oh,
bonus
with Rufus.
action, Rufus is. Or how far away are we to the
Goat
mystical figure?
The mystical figure, also known as Goat, is approximately 50 feet away from you.
50 feet? This is a big
Yeah.
room.
It's a huge room. It's massive.
I'm gonna have Rufus is gonna go like not like straight at him, but he's gonna like go to the side and just kind of like go like 25-ish feet away.
So Goat
away
is
from Goat because his movement speed's 40.
Yeah.
So
Goat is hovering over these pipes, these fragile-looking pipes. Is Rufus going to stay on the edge, which would keep him about 30 feet from Goat, or is he going to go onto the pipes to get closer?
he's gonna be like 30 feet away then.
Okay, then he does not need
Not
to
on the
make
pipe.
any checks. He's just moving. Is that all he's doing?
Yeah.
All right. That brings us to Akaran.
You sound frozen, yeah? For this turn?
Yes, that's true, actually. I forgot about that. Thank you for reminding me. Your turn is skipped. You have that vision. That brings us to Aegis.
Okay. I'm gonna walk up to Rowan, seeing what just happened, and ask, so, if I put a chromatic orb in there, will the same thing happen?
You can ask. You can have this
that's-
conversation on your turn. Go ahead. This does not count as your action. This will be your bonus action to ask for this information. Okay, I'll tell
I'm
you
not
now.
too sure. You'd have to put it near my pots for me to figure out.
Do you put it near his pot? This is all bonus action.
I mean, if I were to put it near his pot, I would have to cast it.
Okay, so you have no idea what will happen if you cast it in his pot.
Do it. Do it.
I believe,
point-
judging by how the arrow worked, if I point it at this figure, it should launch at him. But I'm not too sure.
Would it be reasonable to say that he points it at him?
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, he can do that.
Like,
Okay.
hold it like a bazooka.
Yes, and the water will stay in the water will stay in the pot. It has infinite water and it stays in the pot.
All right. I'm gonna cast Chromatic Orb into the pot,
Okay.
and I'm gonna cast
I
it.
explode and die.
Roll for
I'm gonna
roll
cast
to
it as a
cast
lightning.
Yeah, roll the cast it. Let's see
Yeah.
if you can do it.
No, just like
Oh no, that's a 2.
What do you
So
put
what
in
are
my
you
pot?
casting in the pot? He rolled dyslexic
Let's
to
see
put
what I'm
something
putting
in the pot.
You just like cast it, but you find out the orb's bigger than the pot, and you're like, oh yeah.
I got Armor of Agathas.
What does that do? Hold on.
No.
Armor of Agathas? Oh god. Hold on, I'm pulling up the website. It's taking a while to load though.
Active
Okay.
magical force surrounds you.
Yeah, I see it.
manifesting as a spectral frost that covers you, and you gain
So-
5 temporary HP.
After casting this in the pot, a beam of light that slowly turns into shadow shoots toward Goat and seems to make him a little bit stronger. Makes him a little bit larger too. So you've just
Excuse me,
given
you wouldn't be able to cast it on the pot. Its range is self.
That's true.
Oh. Okay.
It would
then
just happen onto him.
That's true. Okay, yeah. Okay, you do get 5 temporary hit points. Then you're right.
Incredible.
Nothing happens to Goat.
I'll just look at Rowan and say, "Whoops, that wasn't supposed to happen."
It looks like
Might
it's
have been
Goat's
because you
turn.
said Armor of Agathas. I don't know why you cast that,
I
but
don't know why you said that.
Why'd you?
Oh yeah, I have an artistic rendering of Goat that I'll show you guys afterwards, but I can't show you now because you'll see all the stats. Let's see.
probably like 9999.
My
Snekta.
goat's turn now.
It
It's my
is.
turn.
No,
Hey,
I'm telling you
one
something's
shadow
happening.
is the question.
Snekta, you see a large shadowy hand appear from the pit of darkness below you, and attempt to grab you. I need you to make a con save.
16.
Okay, that saves, but you're still going to take some damage. The hand is going to essentially slap you. You
No.
take 3 damage. You take 3 force damage.
That's fine.
Just feels
That
slightly
is the end of
offended.
Goat's turn. Snekta, you're up.
Okay. If I were to see what kind of creature he was, is he just a normal like satyr? Is he like fiend like possibly?
He's you'll have to roll Arcana.
That was a 2.
Is he a celestial being?
All you can tell is that he is not a satyr.
hmm.
Is he a demon? I can speak to him then.
I can do something to him if he is of fiendish whatever I'm trying
You
to
can
say.
do what you'd
but,
you can do what you'd like.
but I don't know if I just want to use my gun.
You can try.
You gotta kill him.
Because what he's like
Kill him
hovering
on
over like a
impact.
pit right now, so I can't hit him.
Correct.
And I can only get 30 feet of him, so like half of my stuff doesn't work.
You can try to approach on the pipes, but it's going to be difficult.
Yeah, I don't want to. I'm gonna fall into the pit and
Fair.
die. I have
It's
very heavy
several.
armor and I'm
It
very
is.
small.
It's several layers of pipes. It's like a maze of pipes all the way down, but it would be smart to stay on the edge. I will say that.
I don't want to just try using my thing on him.
The gun? Are you roll to hit?
No, my ability. Here, I'll use it.
Not the
I'll
gun, whatever.
No, because I don't want to skip my next turn in case like something happens. So I use Turn in the Faithless. If he is a Fey or Fiend, he will be frightened of me, cannot move within 30 feet. For 1 minute until it takes damage. A turn creature must spend its turn flying or trying to move as far away from you as it can. Cannot willingly move to a space within 30 feet. It also can't take reactions for its action. Can only use dash or dodge.
Okay.
Does it have any
what
effect?
defines a Fey?
Like
Fey?
fairy or pixie.
Instead of him being frightened by you, he sprints towards you and passes through you. You are now frightened of him. As this ghost-like
What is his
figure,
movement speed? He was 50
100
feet away.
100 feet, and he returns to his original position.
Well, I would have moved up 30 feet towards him, so I would only be like.
But yeah,
Well,
he passes through you and then returns back to his original position. You are now frightened of him.
Damn.
It
Okay.
backfires, essentially.
Well,
Also,
that's my
Dustin,
turn.
Satyr's, I know you said it's not, but Satyr is technically a Fey.
He's not a satyr, though. He's interesting. We'll get there. It is now Rowan's turn.
Oh, let's go. What can I put in my pot? Could I use produce flame
Into
as
the
an
pot.
action and then put it into the pot, pointing it at?
Sure, would you like to see what you think it'll do first?
I mean, like, I have it in my hand first, like the pot in one
Okay.
hand and the fireball in the other to see.
You get a sense that this will be a very powerful blast. Very powerful. Almost like a shotgun.
A nuclear bomb.
But it will have a lot of force. But you know it will go in the direction. It's similar to the arrows. It feels similar to the arrows, but almost with a lot more force.
Can I rocket jump myself? No.
Maybe.
I'm gonna attempt to point it at the shadowy figure.
Okay, roll a d20.
Take this, you fiend! 9. Oh, no. This is how much I
so
get forced back.
the fire bursts from the pot, reaching all the way to the shadowy figure, but misses. It bursts to the left. You, however, need to make a dex save.
You're gonna
What?
fall over.
That's bull. 10.
There.
You are knocked 5 feet back, but you are barely able to stay on your feet.
Let's go.
Next, you can. I believe you can use Rufus still. I don't know if that's the end of your turn.
Oh yeah. So you said there is pipes that go up to where Goat is, right?
But they look very fragile.
How fragile? Like, would a big dog be able to run on
Roll perception.
it? That's persuasion. Don't roll that.
We're trying to persuade
Wait,
him to perceive better.
18. Wait, never mind.
No, 14.
That's what Sean rolled. 14.
Oh, wait. Okay. You can tell that they're very. There's a chance. There's a chance that he will fall. There's a chance that he will not. But they look pretty risky.
The real question here is: are you a betting man?
That is a fair question.
I wonder if I can put my dog in the pot.
He's too big.
I can stick his head in, maybe. His snout.
That
You
is
can stick your own
entirely
head
up.
in.
That is entirely up to you.
I can get him back in a long rest, but for now we'll just say I'm gonna have him charge the 30 feet, trying to go
Okay.
up the pipes.
Roll a
And
deck.
He's a.
Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead and say your whole plan first.
I'm just gonna try and bite the
Okay.
shadowy figure.
First, roll a deck save with disadvantage.
As Rufus,
As Rufus.
Dex is +2 with disadvantage.
Yes.
Alright, so first roll is a 6. Okay. Okay. Second roll,
What?
a 1. No!
Goodbye, Rufus.
Rufus takes one step onto the pipe, and the first pipe cracks as he begins to tumble downward. You do not see Rufus anymore. He is in the void. You're not sure if he is alive or not.
Well, do you have
he is
a connection to
fallen.
him to tell that?
I think I do.
Okay, he is
Yeah.
alive. He is alive, but he is deep in the pit.
Okay.
How far down's the pit, Harrison?
Can you sense how far away he is?
I don't think so.
Okay. But you know he's alive. He
Let me
just
try to
fell
see.
out of your vision through the pipes.
Which class are you, Harrison?
And by the way, the
Ranger.
pipes wind downward. Like, it's not one layer of pipes, it's just a constant. Like, so you'd have to fall through a lot. He crashed through several pipes. That is the end of your turn, I believe, correct?
Yeah.
Alright, you just hit it. Your turn.
Alright. So, I'm gonna look at Rowan and say, I'm gonna try again. And I'm gonna cast Chromatic Orb.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Sorry.
his
I am so sorry.
Oh.
I skipped, Akaran. That's my
Okay.
bad. Hold that thought. Akaran, it is your turn.
Hey, it seems a little chilly in here. How about we warm it up?
He's doing it.
As he
Here it
says
comes.
this, he spins his staff in a circular fashion as 6 scorching rays seemingly appear.
Roll for all of them.
I'll just take off the 2 sorcery points. Let's see.
Wait, did Sean cast his nature thing to give us
No,
advantage
because
again?
I can't. He's not. I can't get close enough to
it-
him.
The first one was a 5. The second one was a 10.
I'm a Beastmaster though, Sean.
The third was a
Beastmaster?
20 total. Fourth
We'll-
was
We'll
8.
use that in.
It's in
Fifth was
Tasha's.
a 12.
Yeah, no, I have that. I was making sure.
Sixth was a 15.
You send 6 bolts of fire, and as 4 of them seem to approach him, he zaps around almost like an Enderman and dodges all of them. None of them hit. Is that the end of your turn?
You're a tricky one, aren't you? Yeah.
Alright, now Aegis.
So, I look at Rowan and I say, I'm trying again. And I'm gonna cast a lightning chromatic orb.
Roll for dyslexia.
I'm not dyslexic this time.
Yeah.
Okay, roll for the spell first.
Okay.
I'm aiming at the dude.
That is a 15 to hit.
You cast this orb, and as you cast the orb immediately disappears, and you see an extremely long electrified baguette come flying out of the pot, directly at Goat. However, he again seems to zip away just in time, and it misses. Does not hit. Really cool though. Electrified baguette.
It makes
awesome.
a baguette.
Yes, but it does not hit him.
Nice.
It's really long too.
Hmm.
It's
I
still
don't
on
know
the
if that
ground
was the best option
near
for
him.
us to do.
Is that your turn?
I am going to then spend 2 sorcery points to quicken spell.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm going to cast Chromatic Orb at Goo at second level.
Roll to hit.
Alright, so I'm not dyslexic. That is a 22 to hit.
That does not hit. He dodges out of the way. Barely, but quickly. You can see him blur as he moves, almost like he's a shadow. That is the end of Aegis's turn, I believe.
Yes.
Alright. Goat is now up. You see the figure resume his position in the middle of the room, and you see the ground around him begin to freeze again. And I need everyone to make another wisdom save.
Nat 20.
This is my expertise.
22.
17.
Wow. Nat 20, 22, 17. Whose number did I
Six.
have?
6.
Oh, Harrison, was that you?
No.
Okay. Okay, alright,
He
so
got 27.
everyone succeeds.
Sup, Harrison?
Akaran, you actually... This ice hits you and it seems to rebound off of you, making you feel more powerful. You will have advantage on your next attack roll. Rowan, you are frozen in place, and you begin to have a vision. You see, as the world goes black around you, for a second you see a gravesite, and then you see the footsteps of a figure approach a grave. And you see it's raining. It's raining hard, and this figure leans down to touch
Jarl.
the grave, and you see the name Jarl on the grave, and you hear the words, "I'll find a way. I promise, I'll find a way." And the vision ends for you. Next up is Snekta.
I do have a question about my gun.
Yeah, what's your question?
So am I proficient with the gun?
Yes, you would be proficient.
So is that +5 because it's +3 and then proficiency?
I'll give you +4.
Darn. Okay.
Hey, I'm giving you +4. That's really good.
No, I know it's really good. The problem is I have disadvantage to attack him with it. Is my fear gonna end at the end of the turn?
You can roll a wisdom save for that at the end of your turn.
Oh, okay. At the end of my turn, I will do that. I am just going to. I literally have no abilities that'll do anything here, which is
You
great.
can try to approach on the pipes. I mean, you
No,
saw
I
how
can't.
the
I
roof
cannot
is
move
though.
closer. I cannot
'cause
move
of
closer
fear.
to him.
Because of fear.
Has anyone been hit yet?
I
People have
have.
taken cold damage.
Although-
Oh, I forgot to deal cold damage last round. That's on me. Nobody takes damage because I forgot. But go ahead, Snekta.
Let's go.
Incredible.
I should probably bring these over here. But what are you going to do?
I will move back to my friends.
You gonna put something in the
And-
pot?
No.
Put something in the pot.
Are we able
Do
to
it.
put the pot still?
Harris,
You can.
He would still be pointing it at him. He hasn't moved.
Awesome.
Well, I don't have much.
Fair.
And I don't want to put the gun in the pot because I feel like it'll disappear, and that would be a bad idea. So I will just. I guess I'll just take the dodge action because I can't do anything.
Okay.
So
What is
he has
dodge?
disadvantage.
He has disadvantage on his next attack on you.
Yes.
Got it.
He has disadvantage.
Is that all you're doing?
Yes.
All right, Rowan, you're up.
All right. With my sedative spell food, can I try and just take one out and see what it does? What it might do in the pot?
Yeah, you can. Are you doing that?
Yeah, so I'm gonna take one of these, one of the loaves of bread, and just hold it near.
This one feels almost certain. You feel a vision of just this purple shadowy object flying out of the pot toward Goat, and in a mist to a point where it would be almost impossible to dodge.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna put the bread in the pot.
You put the bread in the pot. I need you to roll 2 d20s. You're rolling with advantage.
Like 2d20s twice then with advantage, or
no,
like
just roll two. Just roll
Okay.
2 d20s.
I got a nat 20 and an 8.
All right. You see the figure attempt to dodge the mist, but because the mist envelops him, he's unable to, and he is frozen. Not frozen, but slowed down in place for a temporary amount of time. He appears to be unable to dodge things for about a turn. Is that the end of your turn?
That's full. Hold on, how do I talk again? I suck. That's what you get for.
It was like,
He didn't really do anything to Rufus, actually. Never mind. That's my turn.
All right.
But actually, no. I can still play as Rufus. Can
You can.
Rufus? Can Rufus, using his keen hearing and smell,
can hear-
can he perceive anything where he is
Roll perception. Just flat perception.
as Rufus? I'm assuming
Yes, as Rufus.
perception is a +3. 6.
Okay, he cannot really tell where he is, but he can hear that he's decently far below the commotion.
Oh wait, I have advantage if it has to do with hearing.
Unfortunately,
Oh, I guess he can tell where he is. Can he smell anything?
I'll let you roll perception one more time.
Rufus, you
can
suck. I'm
still-
getting a
he
new
can,
dog.
He can still tell what direction he can. He can tell what direction he needs to go, but he is not sure how to get up there because it's almost pitch black around him, and the pipes are somewhat maze-like.
Rufus, I'm gonna kill you and resummon you.
I am. Alright, and that's my turn. I want to put
All right.
Rufus in the pot.
Rufus, get in the pot.
Akaran, you're next.
If you didn't like the heat, then let's see how you do against this. As he raises his staff in the air, swings above his head, and 3 magic missiles appear from it.
And one of the missiles goes into my pot.
I'm not really sure what you're doing over there with your pot.
With your pot. Stop smoking pot, okay?
I assure you, it'll probably do something destructive.
10 damage.
As these missiles fly toward him, he's not able to dodge them, but these missiles in particular bounce off of his figure, and he does not take any damage. Would you like to do anything else?
Is it possible to kill this man?
Yes.
Okay.
That is the end of my turn.
Alright, we've got Aegis up next.
Hey.
I'm preparing the pot.
I'm gonna cast Chromatic Orb at the pot. I'm gonna cast the lightning one.
Wait, okay, am I able
Lightning one?
to
Yes.
try and say something to him this time?
You can go ahead. You can try.
Actually, no, we'll never mind. I will
Alright,
aim it
alright.
right at the goat.
Roll.
Time
roll,
to see if I'm
roll to hit.
dyslexic.
Oh, roll for dyslexic first.
I am not dyslexic.
Okay.
That is a 15.
I'm so sorry. That's
Oh no.
the baguette. The camera zooms in on the baguette as it zooms toward Goat, and as he is unable to
Doesn't
dodge
do
it,
anything.
it just barely misses. The aim was almost there. He couldn't have dodged it, but the pot just wasn't quite aimed correctly. Still a sick baguette, though. That baguette is radiating electric energy.
I want to try putting the baguette back into the pot.
All right, that would be interesting. Now that it is Goat's turn, he's going to attempt to escape this purple mist or undo the effects. Purple mist seems to grow stronger as it envelops him. He rolled a nat 1. As the purple mist begins to surround him, he seems unable to move. And out of desperation, he's going to cast his Capri's ice again. So I'm going to need all of you to roll wisdom saves.
I hate wisdom saves. I have a +3, but I always roll so bad.
Roll a 5? 11?
As a 5.
I rolled a 5. Do I have disadvantage?
13.
Everyone fails.
Do we have disadvantage?
1.
No, you do not have disadvantage.
Oh. Why do I roll so bad? I have a +3.
Same.
So, hold on. My alarm just went off. Shut up. Okay. All of you fail. This ice begins to take over you, and all of you are going to lose your turns, but it's very important what you see. You all see one collective vision. You see, it's a longer one, since it's going to take all of your turns. You see, first, a study, a library-looking area with books, many books and maps. It's cluttered. It looks like a mess. So whoever owns this does not appear to be organized. But you see a satyr, an old-looking satyr, sitting at this desk, studying, looking at a map. Satyr sitting at a map, looking at him, sitting at the desk, looking at a map and studying it. And you see his eyes light up, and you see him get up with a great force. And then the vision cuts to a cave. You see a cave deep underground, an icy cave. And on a pillar in the middle, you see a small blue stone. And you see an old satyr walk toward it, reach toward the stone, and grab it. And you see his shadow begin to crawl up his arm, and as he tries to pull away, he cannot. But the shadow fades. He takes the stone with him and walks out of the cave. The vision ends.
Then it's his turn again.
Then it's Goat's turn again.
Because we just skip everyone.
Goat is going to use Cordal Strike. Alright. He's going to select up to 2 targets. He's going to attempt to strike Snecta and Aegis.
Alright.
I'm going to roll... It's going to roll once for both of you. Does a 13 hit?
2.
Yes.
So it only hits Aegis. It was the same roll for both of you.
Oh, okay.
You will be taking 11 cold damage.
Do I take any?
You do not. You take 5 cold damage. Yes, sorry. Thank you. You take half. That is the end of Goat's turn. It is now Snecta's turn. The fear, you can... Oh, you forgot to roll. I'll let the fear end. The fear is over.
I'm gonna gun this man.
Alright, roll to hit.
14.
Let me do the math. Alright, yeah. So, a massive blast fires from the barrel of your gun, goes straight toward him. Roll damage.
It's what, 4d6 you said?
6. I think it's 6d6. Hold on. Give me a second. 6d6 plus 4.
Okay, I'm getting literally all of my d6.
Akin to a full power scorching ray. Interesting.
It's a giant ball, by the way. It's a giant electrical ball.
Okay. Okay.
I wonder if
That
I
is
could get
3
another
sixes.
pot.
That is what?
11 plus 12. 23 plus 4. 27.
27 damage.
The same damage as one of Sci-Fi's.
So, because he is shrouded in this mist, he is unable to dodge this ball of electricity as it engulfs him. And it just absolutely obliterates him. He's not dead yet, but you can tell that he's slowed down even more. He seems to be unable to move much. And he takes a heavy hit, looking like quite a bit of the life is strapped out of him. Now I have to do math. Hold on. Yeah. Alright. And that changes. That is now Rowan's turn.
Let's go. What can I put in the pot this time?
Greed.
Can I put my own hand? No. That's probably a bad idea.
Good.
Uses your hand. I put the idea of death into the pot.
Egg.
Has to be a physical object.
A full power scorching ray.
Is it like a magical pot that like I can put any item into?
You can put any item that has a physical presence into the pot.
And fits inside the pot? I think what he's asking is if it's big.
If you can fit
Yeah.
it in the entrance of the pot, the magical effects will apply. You don't have to fit the whole thing in. If you can touch the water, the magical effects will apply. The diameter of the
How
pot
deep is the water?
The water, it's So the pot is about 10 inches
anyway,
in diameter.
either way, I'm gonna try
Go
and
ahead.
put my sling in the pot.
Okay, you're like a
Like
sling.
my
Is it
sling weapon.
Okay.
It's a weapon, and I'm gonna. Or
Would you
I'm
like
not
to
gonna try
sense what it
putting
would
it
do
in first. I'm
first?
just gonna like take it out.
Okay. You get a sense that you feel like a giant. You feel like you're wielding something massive. That's kind of the sense you get, like something very heavy.
Make a big sling.
Maybe. I'm gonna try putting it in the pot. I mean, I'm gonna aim it at goat.
You put it in the
The
pot.
opening.
Yeah, you put it in the pot. And I need you to roll first a strength save.
Oh,
Big
does it make the
sling.
pot just super heavy?
As you put the sling into the pot, a giant boulder falls out.
Strength save.
Yeah.
Oh boy. 13.
That'll do. Was your sling loaded when you put it in?
No.
Okay. Then as you put the sling in, you immediately feel it forced out at a extreme speed, and you see as it travels through the air, it grows in size to become essentially a whip at this point. It's still your sling, but it slams down onto Goat, and I need you to roll roll with advantage. Roll to hit with advantage, but just roll 2 d20s. Not with your sling, because you're just hitting it, basically. Just roll 2 d20s.
13 and 13. I think I got a 13.
Barely misses Goat, slamming to the
Oh
side
my
of him.
God.
But it breaks through a lot of the pipes, and Goat is going to have to make a save.
Cannot move very well either.
Goat kind of slips a bit. He doesn't fall, seeing as he's mostly hovering, but the force of it knocks him to the side, and he is what I would consider prone. So you'll have advantage on attacks on him. Next up we have Acheron.
Rufus.
Unless you want Rufus. We have Rufus. What would you like to do with Rufus?
He'd like to do another perception check, see if he can find
All
a
right,
way out.
roll perception.
Wait, that's me. Never mind. Well, I rolled a
have to roll with
17 no
Rufus.
matter what. I'll just add the bonus that Rufus has.
What kind of creature is he?
He's a
Oh, is it
massive,
the
but
same?
technically
Is
a
it the same
piece of
roll for
land.
both?
Oh, he has a +3 in perception anyway. So
Okay,
yeah.
so yeah, we'll count that then. Rufus is able to make out a pathway to climb back up almost all the way, but he's gonna have to run pretty fast. He's gonna have to make a athletics check to get back up.
Athletics is strength, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we both have a +2, so I can just roll it on my dude.
All right.
4.
He is able to start his way up the path. He doesn't fall, but he doesn't get very far. He stumbles a little bit, but he's on his way up. He knows how to get up now, but that'll be the end of Rufus's turn.
Okay.
Akaran, you are up.
Am I able to see the blue gem from the vision on Goat?
No.
Hmm. How far away is he from me?
Are you at the edge of the ring? Right at the edge of the pipes?
Hmm.
How far back from the edge are you?
I'm probably a little bit further back since I haven't really moved much.
Then he'd be about 40 feet away from you.
I would like to walk up to the edge of the pipes,
He'll be 30 feet away.
and then I use my breath weapon.
You're what now?
My breath weapon.
Okay.
As an action, once per short rest, I can exhale a 5 by 30 foot line. Dex DC 12, half damage on success, for 2d6 fire damage.
Alright.
I go, if
He
magic
does
isn't going to work on you, then how about this?
save.
Alright. That is 4 damage.
Alright. He's taken aback a bit, but doesn't look to be all that hurt from that attack.
Sorry. Never mind. I'll wait for my turn.
Next we have... Is that the end of your turn, Akaran?
Yeah.
Next we have Aegis.
Alright.
Do I prepare the weapon?
I'm gonna do it again, except this time I'm going to use my Tides of Chaos to gain advantage on my attack.
You already have advantage on him because he's prone, so you're gonna... Can you get double advantage?
Oh, okay.
Is that real?
No.
No,
Okay.
but I won't use my Tides of Chaos since it's Alright, so I'm casting Chromatic Orb on him at first, or at the pot.
Is it the electric one again?
Yes, the
Alright,
lightning.
roll the hit.
Why aren't we doing fire? He's doing ice stuff.
I have a feeling that lightning is better. 17.
That hits. Roll damage and roll 2d6 extra.
Wait, is he doing it through my pot?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, roll damage and then add 2d6.
Okay. There's the 3d8.
9.
Rip.
And then 4. So
13.
13.
Alright, so another extremely long electrified baguette comes flying out of the pot. Finally, this time, as he is prone and surrounded by this purple mist, slams into his head and deals quite a bit of damage. He looks not great. He looks pretty injured. I'm gonna say it. He's not doing well. Is that the end of your turn?
I am going to use 2 sorcery points to then
Do it again.
I'm gonna do it again, except at 2nd level.
Alright.
This time you misspell, or you say the wrong spell.
I'm not dyslexic.
Wait, you're
Alright.
not?
Nat
Oh, so
20.
he has to roll for it. Nat 20?
Nat 20.
Roll damage with 2d6 extra. 3d6, actually. I'll give you 3d6 because you're casting at level 2. Roll your damage plus 3d6.
Wow.
3 nat ones.
That's
no. Well,
It's
double
okay.
it.
It's doubled, so you'll probably be
Yeah.
fine.
And then 3d6.
At least that wasn't bad.
How do you want to do this?
No, I wanted to put goat in the pot.
How do you want to do this? Actually, let me change the music real quick. I have a specific song for this. How do you want to do it?
So, after seeing my first one work, I'm gonna yell at him, so it can work, and proceed to do it again. And I'm just gonna say, I'm adding a little bit of extra love to this one.
Yes. These baguettes are truly
Do you want me to
dangerous.
describe how the baguette flies out, or do you want to do it?
You go ahead.
So you cast this electricity, this ball of electricity in the pot, and the largest baguette you have ever seen begins to form. It fits exactly inside the pot, meaning the diameter of this baguette is 10 inches. It begins to launch out of the pot, and as you see it keep going, it doesn't stop. It's 10 feet long, now it's 15 feet long, now it's 20 feet long, and it doesn't stop coming out of the pot by the time it reaches Goat. It keeps coming out, pushing him backwards, slamming him all the way against the back wall, and by the time you are done with this, you have obliterated Goat, and there's a 100-foot long, 10-inch diameter baguette lying across this area. You have defeated
Can I put
Goat.
the baguette back into my pot?
You could try. Would you like to see what you think will happen first?
Yes.
You have a vision of an atomic bomb.
You could kill all of us.
Do it. Put it in.
This is it's the deck of many things of this campaign.
I'm not gonna do it.
All right, you don't put the bomb baguette in the thing.
The pot of many foods.
You have defeated Goat.
Now I need to figure out if that's for anything I put in the pot. Can I put it back in the pot and it always makes an atomic bomb? Sorry. Continue.
As the shadowy figure fades away, you hear whispers in your head, and you can't hear much. You can't hear much except for one word. It just says, "Help." As it fades, you know that whatever you've defeated wasn't the source, but rather an extension. You've cut off a limb, if you will. After defeating the figure, your familiar cat figure steps out from the side of the area and begins to lead you toward a corridor. This is cutscene time.
I put the cat in my pot.
Do you want to put the cat in your pot?
No.
Okay.
What will happen?
Would you like to see what? Would you like to attempt to grab the cat to put it in your pot?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right.
No.
You've cutscene time. I'm taking control of you as your characters follow the cat down the corridor. You see rubble. You see miscellaneous things of just broken pipes and broken tools and broken everything, almost like a crash site. And you see in the distance some sort of large vehicle. I need everyone to make a history check.
Airship?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
10.
8.
14.
19 or 18, sorry.
Rowan, you begin to step forward with Snecta close behind. The other two still observing, and you recognize this as an airship. Looking quite similar to a pirate ship, but powered rather by steam than by sails. It looks weirdly to be in good condition. The cat excitedly jumps aboard, urging you to follow. Do you follow the cat on board?
Can I find the corner of the airship and put it in the pot?
You can try.
No. No.
Would you like to follow the cat on board?
Chat.
Yes. I'll follow the
Going
cat.
to.
Shall we
Alright.
go on to the ship, everyone?
No, I shoot the ship with my gun and I get a natural
You
20
just-
apparently.
You guys.
Look at the chat.
Oh my god.
Hey, he rolled it.
No, do you actually want to do that?
No.
Okay, all right. You all climb aboard and you get a familiar feeling of home. I need Aegis to roll a history check with advantage.
Nat 20.
All right. You remember exactly where the engine is located, and you could tell just by the feeling of the ship that it's gonna need a few repairs. You begin to walk down there. What on earth would you roll for this? Hold on. Give me a second. Roll.
Just so you know, that would have done 38 damage.
That is
Honestly, don't roll for it. Your nat 20 will be enough. You begin to work on the ship's engine and begin to hear a purr. From the cat, of
It's
course,
the
but
cat.
also from the ship. You begin to hear the ship begin to purr to life, but as you look up, you see you're still encased in ice. Snekta, make a history check. With advantage.
That 20.
Snekta, you
Correct.
remember the location below deck toward the front, and you walk toward there, you remember the location of a certain device that your old captain had urged you to make. You remember constructing it, and you remember operating it with precision like no other. And you remember that it produces an enormous burst of flame, enough to melt an iceberg. The ship begins to roar to life, and it begins to rise. I need Akaran to make a history check with advantage.
$23.
Akaran, you find a familiar place toward the back of the ship, toward where the wheel is, and you stare up to the ceiling with a plan. You take the helm, and you begin to steer. Rowan, you have no idea what's going on. Roll a history check with advantage.
Where's history? There it is. 4.
Rowan, still clueless, confused as to why everything is suddenly turning on, begins to walk toward the bottom of the deck, at least to protect himself
Also,
from further harm.
I'm gonna assume Rufus got out. I mean, you kind of just put us in a cutscene before I could get Rufus
I
out.
totally forgot about Rufus. I will give you Rufus. As
Rufus
you
doesn't matter. He died.
Rufus become
He's in
Rufus
the abyss forever.
Rufus trots on as the ship begins to rise. Rufus leaps aboard, and you reconnect with your old friend as you walk below deck for safety.
Since
The ship
Rufus
begins-
is there, can Rufus roll a history?
Rufus can
check
roll a
to
history
guide
check.
me.
Rufus can roll a history check.
Rufus knows nothing.
Well, what is history? Is that what is it in?
It's wisdom, I think.
Intelligence.
Oh, intelligence.
I think- yeah, it's
Intelligence.
intelligence.
And according to the book, you can add your proficiency bonus to any ability check that he does.
Oh yeah.
My proficiency bonus.
Plus
Plus
2.
2.
Go. I get a -1 whatever I roll, so I'm 16. I'm gonna add the so 18.
All right. Rufus nudges your hand and nudges you toward an area below deck.
It's on his back legs.
That is literally a kitchen. Not sure how you didn't find this yourself, seeing as you're a chef. Rufus looks at you kind of disappointed, but nods to you. You'll be able to take up your post here soon. But right now, the ship is beginning to take off, and you hear two familiar voices. One pained, "Stop, please! We've already caused too much trouble." And then you see, shrouded in mist, you see Anne again. I'm gonna need you in a minute. Sorry.
Get off the bed.
You see, shrouded in blue mist, you see Anne again. And both throw grapples that land on the edge of your ship. Would you like to try to take off into the ceiling?
Can I put the ceiling in my pot first?
Stop. No, you cannot.
I put the ship in my pot. I'm just gonna put the end of it in there, and it'll just.
Oh my gosh. Would you like to take off?
The grapple in the pot.
I think it's Jonathan's choice. He's the one at the head, right?
Who's grappling?
I'm not at the helm. I'm the engines.
Acheron's at the helm.
Yeah.
The mayor and Anne are both grappled onto the side.
Do we recognize the mayor?
Yes. You know it's
Isn't the mayor the asshole who sent guards after us?
Yes. And they're both shrouded in blue mist.
Like the bad mist?
Yes.
Can I run up and shoot them?
Wait,
you can.
Can I? Am I by a grapple? Can I try and put?
You could attempt to try to throw the grapple off. But as you get close...
I put the grapple in my pot.
You can try, but as you get close, you look down at the mayor and you feel a weird, conflicted emotion. Like the last thing you want to do is knock him off the ship.
Well, that's the first thing I want to do.
Would you still like to put the grapple...
If that's what I say, I'm not going to do it then. I'm just going to...
You can still put Anne's grapple in the pot. They're both shrouded in blue mist, you can tell.
Let's wait for them and then beat them up, and then hopefully they'll come to their senses. And
are you waiting for them to come up aboard the ship?
I'm ready in action.
Yeah.
For when they come up on the ship.
You have one more charge on the gun. I'm assuming that's what you're ready.
Yeah.
All right. Both of them climb aboard the ship. All four of you, I'm assuming, are prepared to shut them down. All four of you take your actions.
Which one should I shoot, though?
I don't even know if they're attacking us yet.
I would also like to say that, well, they look aggressive, but all four of you feel a very, very weird sense toward the mayor. You feel conflicted.
He's probably the captain, is my assumption. That little smile shows that my assumption is correct.
Take your actions.
I look at
last
the
time we beat
go, who are you, really?
He draws his sword.
Okay, so beating them up probably saves them from the mist, so let's shoot them.
Hey, can I prepare my pot before you shoot them?
You can prepare your pot, yes. Everyone has an action that you can prepare to do.
Okay. Who goes first? What's the order?
You guys can decide that amongst yourselves.
I think Sean's ready to shoot, so I guess he should do that first.
Okay.
But I want to try and block with my pots. Like if he swings, I'm gonna put the sword into the pot.
That's awesome. Sean, roll to hit. You can. By the way, you can. Knowing how big the ball of electricity was, you can hit both of them.
Oh, I can hit both of them?
Yes.
Okay, here we go.
The ball of electricity
I don't know if this is a good idea.
8 feet wide in diameter.
I don't think we're supposed to kill them, Sean.
No, I don't think we're killing them, because last time the mist dissipated when we dealt enough damage.
Oh, yeah, true.
So that's a 19 plus 4. So that's 23.
That hit.
Sorry, what is it?
23.
Yeah, that hits. Both of them.
Not great damage, but that is 20 damage.
Both of them are knocked back with the blue mist dissipating from both of them. Anne looks hurt.
Instantly?
Yes, but Anne looks hurt. She looks pained. The captain... shoot. The mayor... Oops. My bad. The mayor is knocked onto his back and appears to be unconscious. The blast also rocked the ship enough that he begins to fall off. And
No, we don't.
he turns toward the captain and is going to attempt to grab him before he falls off. Anne grabs the captain's hand, but is unable to pull him up, and falls off the ship with him. And this is about a 20-foot drop. Both of them looking, one of them unconscious, one of them looking incredibly weary. What would you like to do? They are falling.
I throw the pot underneath them so they fall into the pot.
Would I be able to, like, try and run over and grab them before they fall out of range?
You would have to roll for it. It'd be really difficult. It'd be really difficult, but you could try. Actually, no, you can't. No, Snekta cannot because he was knocked back with the gun. Because of the... Because of the
I will
gun,
try and run and
turn.
catch them along with Rufus.
Each of you can try, yes. Alright, so Harrison roll, or Rowan roll first, then Rufus can roll.
So what am I rolling?
You can roll. You're basically rolling to grab Anne, which would roll to grab both. So I need you to first roll athletics to get over there in time. Yeah, then make it over there just in time, and you reach your hand down. Now I need you to roll strength.
Oh. Nat 20, nat 20, nat 20, nat 20.
Oh!
Nat 1, nat 1, nat 1.
You firmly grasp their hand and are yanked off the ship with them, giving everyone else a bit more time to grab you. Now roll Rufus athletics.
Yeah.
I know my boy Rufus has got this. Alright. What's his plus in athletics? Athletics is strength, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, just roll strength.
So
right?
20. And he gets plus 2. Oh.
Rufus trips and falls on the deck, unable to make it to you in time. Would anyone else like to try? You have more time now that Harrison, or rather, Rowan is falling with them. You can grab Rowan's foot.
Can I quickly turn to Akaran and ask him if he knows, or actually ask him if he can transfer his sorcery points to me.
You can ask him, but it'll cost you about 1 second of time.
Like a bonus action, you might say.
Yes, like a bonus action. And you'll have 1 action to get over there in time after that.
I run over to Akaran then and ask him if he can transfer either his sorcery points or a 2nd level spell slot to me somehow.
Remember, your staff gives you... Oh, it only gives you level 1 spell slot.
Have an idea.
I can provide 1 sorcery point, for that's all I have.
Not enough.
They're falling. What do you do?
Would I be able to use my Nature's Wrath to, like, vine them onto the ship?
You'll have to roll with disadvantage because you've been knocked back, but at this point it would be about your turn, but not quite, which is why I'm having you roll disadvantage. You're still tired from the blast.
Well, it's not like a roll, it's a check.
Okay, then they will roll with disadvantage, I guess.
Advantage? Question
Roll with advantage. It would be less... Okay, yeah, they would roll with advantage. This is confusing. But yeah, what's the save?
It's a DC 12.
What kind of save?
Oh.
probably Dex.
Dex or strength? Harrison, which one of yours is lower? Since I would be snaring you.
Which one's lower?
Yeah.
My strength is lower.
Strength check. Do a strength saving
Alright.
throw, Harrison.
With advantage.
Wait, that's an actual strength. Don't look at that.
8.
Woo!
7.
Let's go! You failed!
I grab you.
You are successfully
So you're
grabbed. All of you are
restrained.
hanging off of the edge of the ship. You're gonna have to pull them back up. The captain is unconscious and is looking very weak. Probably won't be able to hold on much longer. So you're gonna have to pull them up.
Run over and help pull them up.
Roll strength.
Oh, that fell. 16.
Alright, you were able to pull up all of Rowan and half of Anne. Anne begins to let go, though, and the captain begins falling again.
No.
My.
Someone else, if you try to grab the captain, you'll have to let go of Anne. I'm just calling him the captain at this point. You guys know because
Someone go
your
get
history
him.
checks.
I'm gonna run over and try and get him.
Alright, roll athletics first to get over there in time.
That's a 6.
You do not make it there
Since
in
I'm already
time.
there, can I also go for him?
You are
Hearing
holding
the
on to
weird
Anne. If
request,
you
man.
let go, Anne will fall.
What about the other hand?
You can roll with disadvantage to try to grab the captain, but you're rolling dex with disadvantage.
I don't think I should do it. I'm gonna get like a net. Wait, a dex with disadvantage?
Dex with disadvantage. Regular,
Hearing
not a
the
saving
weird
throw.
request, I guess
Just a
I'll
dex with
Run
disadvantage.
over to see what's happening.
Hit him. Save.
I guess I'm gonna try and go for him. Dex first roll. Wait, both of them.
You are
5.
unable to
Come
grab
on.
the captain. Akaran, you would still have time, I believe. If you wanted to try to run over and grab the captain, you still have time.
So athletics and then a strength check.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 6 on the athletics.
You do not make it there in time. The
Oh.
captain is about 5 feet from hitting the ground. Is there anything you guys can do? You will not be able to reach him at this point. Would you like to try to cast any spells? Anything?
And
What if I jumped and grabbed him?
You
Maybe I
can
can put my
try.
pot underneath him.
Whatever you'd like to do. You're gonna have to do it now.
Would I be able to possibly jump and grab him and like twist around so that I take the brunt of the damage and
It would be
and yeah.
You would not be able to make it to him in time because you'd be falling at the same speed, and so he would hit the ground before you got to him. Because he's about 5 feet from the ground right now.
I'd be able to
I
cast
cast
shield
Speak with
on him.
Animals.
What were you gonna say, Aegis?
Rufus, get him.
Would I be able to cast shield on him? And would that help?
Yes, it would help. How does shield
Okay.
work?
It adds +5 to AC.
Okay.
And it's technically a reaction when you are hit.
Okay. All right. He has shield, but if that's all everyone can do, he is going to hit the ground now, and I'm going to roll to see how much damage he takes, and I'm going to subtract 5. That's how I'm going to use shield there.
I'm gonna jump off after him.
The only thing I
Anyways.
could really do is, I guess, mend his bones together or something.
Oh wait,
He
could I? Oh,
he hits the ground, slamming very hard, and he does not look good. You cannot tell if he's breathing. You would have to jump down and roll medicine, but he has hit the ground hard.
I'm jumping down.
All right.
can I
I
attempt
will
to
take
pull
the
the
damage.
girl up onto the ship first before I can do anything? Because I'm still like hanging off, right?
Yeah.
Half,
You
or
should
holding
pull
her
Anne
up?
up onto the ship. Yes. You are fully able to pull. You don't have to roll for that because she's like half. Like you're good. You guys are on the ship. It's 1d6 for every 20 feet or every 10 feet, right?
Yeah. So
Yes.
2d6.
That is on its side, but it's Pretty much 5. You take 10 damage. Sorry.
That's fine. I have plenty of HP.
Almost as bad as I can get.
Yeah. Would you like to perform a medicine check on the captain?
I'm just gonna throw some hit points at him with lay on hands.
All right, and how much?
5.
He seems to stabilize a bit, but he is not conscious. You'll have to carry him on to the ship.
Can you guys land the ship real quick?
And we never Oh wait, did we actually start driving?
You started to hover, which is why you were in the air. I'll just let you guys land the ship and get him aboard, since this has been going on for a bit. You get him aboard, and you now are able to speak to Anne again, who is once again free from the blue. And Anne sees the cat figure approach.
I knew she was
from
a
the
cat
deck
lady.
of the ship, and the Anne looks at the cat, and the cat looks at Anne, and Anne's eyes begin to water.
Oh, I was unaware that this cat was still around. Yeah.
The cat lovingly does the little cat thing where they rub their head against their leg, and Anne walks down to the bottom of the ship, just not really able to talk much, but you see sort of a reunion, a weird one at least, between Anne and this cat. You bring the captain onto the ship. He's unconscious. He'll be unconscious for a while. But you also hear thundering of what seems to be quite a few footsteps. And you turn around to see about 20 guards shrouded in blue mist, all about to grapple the ship.
Hey guys, let's get out of here.
Would you like to take off?
Yes.
All right. First, let's have Aegis roll a d20.
15.
All right. Engine starts just in time. You begin to levitate, and I need Snekta to roll a d20.
10.
You begin to levitate, and the flames begin to pour out of the front of the ship, and the ice begins to melt around you as you begin to take off. Snekta, roll another d20.
8.
Joe is not on this boat. Why is he?
You are still breaking through the ice, but seems like you're approaching the ice faster than the flame can melt it. Snekta, roll one more d20.
19. I kick it. And
Let's
it
go!
works.
The flame begins to burst forward, cutting a clear path in front of you as you burst through the ice. You're going faster. You're gaining speed, going through miles and miles of ice. You've lost the guards at this point, and eventually you break through the surface into the air. Your ship is now finally free from the ice, and you are floating above an endless plain of white snow. It looks hopeless. It looks abysmal. But in the distance, you see smoke. And you hear talking below deck between Anne and the cat, which is weird to you. And you look at the captain, waiting for him to wake up. And that is where we will end the session. You have escaped.
I need
the
to do
city of Gears,
experimentation with my
and
pot.
you have reacquired your ship. Congratulations!
And
That is
our
where we
Let's
end the
go.
one shot. Good work, everybody.
Incredible.
We can, if you have any comments you want to say about it, any questions about any specific, I can't answer like lore spoilers, but if you have any questions about things, I can do my best to settle some curiosity.
I'd like to crash the ship.
The session's over. You are not allowed to crash the ship.
I'd like to put the ship
Sabotage
in the
the
pot,
engine?
please.
I do want to say, the concept of the goat battle, his AC at the beginning was 26, or a nat 20, until you hit him with the purple mist, and the idea was that every time he took a hit, his AC would lower by, like, 6. And that's why it got really easy to hit him at the end. I'm really glad you guys killed him with a 100-foot-long baguette. That was sick.
That was awesome.
Wow, I thought this was supposed to be a
But yeah.
serious campaign, gosh.
Hey, speaking of the pot,
Yeah.
is that if I put anything back into the pot once it has already dispersed the pot, is that what makes the nuke?
You'll have to find that out later on when we do more sessions if you guys want to continue this campaign.
Okay.
I think that's just the power of the 100-foot baguette.
Yeah.
Would you guys like to continue this campaign or leave it as a one shot?
I'd say
I'm
continue.
okay with continuing, yeah.
All right, it'll be a couple weeks before I'm ready for another session because I have to actually prep the whole campaign.
You have a question in chat.
Clayton, I cannot answer that entirely, but they are related. She is a descendant. Yes. There's a lot of
Norm
backstory
die?
to that.
No.
Yes. It's like
Wait, who
350
died?
years in the future. Jarl was killed at the
Oh,
beginning.
Jarl's one. Yeah, never mind.
That's what those visions were for, to show you Goat's motivation.
Sent into madness.
Essentially, yes.
Rieta better be in the plot. Can I be a great demon emperor
I'll see what I
or
can
a celestial being that I can talk to?
do. I'll see what I can do. But for now, I am going to end the
Celestial
stream.
being.
Luckily, I have the outro here in OBS, so thank you everyone for tuning in. It's been wonderful, and thank you everybody for playing. I had a great time. I will see you in the next session in like 2 weeks. Good night.